Hello. 2 seconds and I'll be with you all. Wow, good evening. Hello. I've finally changed that transition on OBS now. You will see. So no longer do we have that transition, although I do feel like the fade could probably be a little bit longer. But no longer do we have that annoying laggy thing on the transition, which is better. No glitching anymore. No glitching. I need to work out if I can like change how long the fade is, but I'm sure I can do that. Anyway, hello, good to see you. Welcome in. Let me make sure the TikTok screen is, there we go, set up as well. Robert, Steadfast, Kenworth, Boulder, Kieran, and Josh over on the TikTok. Hello. Yes, no more glitching. No more glitching. I hope we're all well. Good to see you. Metz is here as well. Hello, happy Monday. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Another quick weekend goes by. And we're back to the grind. Back to the grind again. Hey, Demps. Hello, mate. Yeah, very long time no see. How are you, buddy? Hope you're well. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're all right. Okay. I am just getting myself sorted. Who we got? Hey, it's Mac. With an 18-month sub that's showing. Why is my thing not reloading? Let me reload it onto here and I'll sort it. Mate, thank you. That's crazy, isn't it? Here's to the next 18. Thank you, Mac. The first sub of the brand new week. I'm just going to refresh my stream elements thing on the streaming PC because it seems to be faffing and not showing that alert for some reason. There we go. Let's do it. Mac, thank you very much, mate. 18 months. Yeah, what a wild 18 months it's been, right? What a wild 18 months it's been. Okay, good. Right, there we are. That should show now a little bit easier. Brilliant. Who else? Riley's here as well. Panda Boy, how's it going? Not too bad, thank you. How are you today? Hope you're well over on the YouTube. And Steadfast, yes, in the A330 today. I was going to be in MSFS 2020 in the 777. I wanted to do Dubai to Dammam and back in the Emirates 777. But I saw Jamie did Emirates today out of Dubai for Dammam, so I had a change of plan. But luckily we found another nice rotation. And we got our second sub of the week. It's Demps back for 68 months. Demps, thank you. Back in the crew with a tier 1. Boom, mate. It's good to see you. How are you? I see you've got a purple badge next to your name. Was that there before? Was that there before, or is that a new addition? I feel like that's a new addition, but maybe it just wasn't in this chat, and now it's showing. Thank you so much. Cheers for the 68 months. Oh, it is new. Hey. Oh, well, congrats on partnership. Craig, good evening. Hello. How are you? V-Pilot's here as well. Hello to you. Good to see you, friends. Hello, hello. We're getting started, ready for another week of streaming. And there's the potential for a long haul or something on Saturday. Becca is away. So there is the potential for a Saturday stream. All good here. Thank you, mate. I hope you had a great weekend. I did. I had a very, very, very relaxing weekend. Saturday, the most exciting thing I did was go into town with Becca's 2 girls to go and get some Mother's Day presents. And all of those kind of things that you need to do. So that was a good jobbed on Saturday morning, and then had a very chill afternoon. And then yesterday was another chill day. We had Mama Chewy over, and I cooked chicken and bacon pasta bake. So that was good fun. So I cooked for everybody yesterday afternoon. Didn't kill everybody, which in itself is an achievement in my books. And then the landlady came to visit and came to say hello. And just had a very relaxing day yesterday. So it was a real Sunday. It was just a very chill weekend, which was lovely. Just what the doctor ordered. But as all weekends do, it went way too quickly. But we're back again now and ready for a good week of streaming. Jonathan's here on the YouTube as well. Hello, Jonathan. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Miranda as well. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you are all well. How was everybody's weekend? Did you all have a nice weekend? I had a nice weekend, as I say, but I hope you all had a nice one as well. I've spent a bit of today trying to catch up, see what flight sim news I might have missed out on over the weekend. It doesn't sound like a whole lot's happened. There was a new beta build long after I finished on Friday evening. And then we've obviously got this new Dammam scenery as well, which I know Jamie and Ian have shown today, but we're going to show it as well. So yeah, I'm always like that with cooking for family, hoping I don't give them badly cooked food. I will fully admit, I am not a very well experienced cook at all. Yeah, I mean, I just followed the recipe and made sure that somebody, an appropriate adult, was supervising me. But no, it was nice. It was good. It was nice to cook for everybody. And the most important thing is that there were clean plates at the end and everybody seemed to really, really enjoy it. People were going back for seconds and stuff. So that made me happy. So yeah. Yeah, Phoenix Neo, absolutely. Pot noodle. Yeah, I don't think they would have accepted that for a meal for Mother's Day, especially considering pot noodle, I'm sure, is absolutely stuffed with gluten. And Becca's celiac. Luke, hey, 54 months. That is 4.5 years. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Hello, Chewy. Hello, Luke. How are you? Thank you for 54 months. You are the 3rd sub of the day and of the week. Thank you so much, my dude. Good to see you, mate. I could mess up a bread sandwich when it comes to cooking, Altitude Leaving says on TikTok. Yeah, I feel like I would be like that. But, no, I'm determined to learn and to get my cooking skills better up to scratch and everything like that. I unfortunately don't really get much of an opportunity to do a lot of cooking because I work 13 hours a day pretty much, Monday through Friday. I don't really get a tremendous amount of opportunity to midweek. And then Becca is such an absolutely unbelievable, phenomenal cook as well as Mama Chewy that I'm kind of a very lucky man. I really am. But for Mother's Day, it was nice to have the opportunity to have the pressure put on me, but also to have the opportunity to do it. So it was nice, and it's definitely motivated me to try and learn a bit more. I can do the basics and stuff like that. I know how to chop vegetables and stuff like that without cutting my hand off. But ask me to cook something complicated from scratch, I've got no idea. Oh! That's an old video, isn't it? Oh, is that a new one? Well, unfortunately, we're not going to have any time for any YouTube videos today because the flights are literally like 45 minutes. So, maybe if we do a longer flight later in the week, we can have a look at that. Oh, no, it was Sam Chewy did the 727 into where that captain absolutely slammed it. That wasn't Aerosucra, was it? That was something else. So yeah, it's okay. It's a relatively new one. All right. Well, JBS, we will have to dedicate some time to watching that, mate. Thank you for the for the 100 bits. Thank you very much. That's really kind of you. I appreciate you. Are you becoming domesticated? Oh, I don't know if I'd go that far. I'm still wearing my pajamas right now, so I don't want to go that far. Yeah, a bread sandwich. It's bread, or just bread and bread. No, it's bread on either side and then a bread filling. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Oh, he did the 737-200. Oh yeah, we'll see if we can find some time to dedicate to watch that. Absolutely. And then we've got HKG getting us going through a level 2 hype train. Thank you very much for the Prime for 39 months. Hola. Hola, thank you very much indeed. Hello, hello, hello. The title on YouTube is Dammam. Yeah, that's where we're flying today, mate. I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Dammam. Silly me. Sorry, that is a typo. I've done that on both, haven't I? Let's fix that. How have I mistyped that? We're not going to Dammam today. That is a Monday, I've not had enough coffee mistake, that one. YDR, thanks for the follow. You are the first follower of the week. There we go. Let me fix that. Thank you. Well spotted. There we go. I'm just an idiot and misspelt it. Thank you very much for the follow. Hello, welcome in. I've got the sim update 2 beta, and in your sim, I can't redirect to another hard drive for the community folder. Is it a known bug? Have a look in the user config.opt file and see if you can change it in there. Yeah, see if you can change it in there. Peel off, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Is it because there is an Aman in Jordan? Probably. I don't know. Probably is. Breaks here. Hello, good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. Yeah, so we've got some new scenery to try out today. I know Jamie and I know Ian has already showcased this scenery today, so forgive me if you're already bored of seeing the scenery. But I also wanted to check it out myself because it's a brand new destination for us that I don't think I've ever flown to in the sim, or well, certainly not in MSFS. So it's a bit of a weird one, this one, because this is a real world flight, believe it or not. We are operating Lufthansa flight 622 out of OERK, out of Riyadh, and we're going to head eastbound to the brand new Dammam scenery from Vertex Design Studio, which, yeah, Lufthansa operate. So they do Frankfurt down to Riyadh, and then they do the rotation between Riyadh and Dammam and back, and then they fly back from Riyadh to Frankfurt. So it's a bit of an interesting one. I had no idea that Lufthansa operated this flight, especially not in this aircraft, but they do. The original plan, as I said at the start of the stream, my original plan was to do the Emirates rotation because Emirates do a 777 here and back from Dubai. So that was going to be in my original plan. And then Jamie went live about lunchtime and I saw that he was doing the A350 with Emirates out of Dubai. So I thought, all right, well, I won't repeat the same rotation as him. And luckily managed to find this one. So yeah, completely random, but there it is. Yeah, so an interesting route, triangle route, as you say. But quite a fun one. So we've got some freeware scenery for Riyadh. And then we're going to head 45 minutes across to the brand new OEDF scenery. Check it out, and then we'll fly back here. Flammable Supernova, it's another one. Hey, folks, thank you very much for these to get us started. Thank you so much. It's a 46-month Tier 1 sub. Hey. Crazy. Absolutely wild, isn't it, mate? Absolutely wild. Thank you very much for the 46-month Tier 1. I like that, on the Millennium Falcon. I like that. That's a cool one. Cheers. Thank you so much, mate. Welcome back. I hope you're well. Hope you're well. And then we've got Super Strike with a Prime. And that's a 52-month sub. I will turn down the music again. I think we're just going to miss out on a level 2 hype train. But it got to 83%. So thank you, everybody. Super Strike. Hello. Yay! Did you name them Chewy? If not, I'll be severely disappointed. I'm kidding. Super Strike, 52 months. That is 4 years and a third. Can we please get some congratulations in the chat for Super Strike? Back from the hospital with one healthy baby and mum recovering well. Yay! And now you've got no excuse to not just be flight simming 24/7 because you're not going to be getting any sleep for the next few months. So, whilst your sleep schedule goes out the window, why not introduce the newborn to flight sim as early as possible? I think that's the way to do it. Thank you very much indeed for the 52 months. Oh, his name is Kobe. Oh, I love it. That's amazing. Congratulations, mate. That is brilliant news. Joel! Goodness gracious, hello! How are you? How are you? How are you? It's a tier 2 for 59 months. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello. That's all right, mate. Are you going to Sun and Fun? Thank you, mate. Love you more. Thank you very much, Joel, for the 59 months with the tier 2. I'm sad that I'm most likely not going to be seeing you this year unless you and Ali head over here at any point. Yeah, mate, thank you very much. 52 months, and it's a tier 2. So, yeah. Oh, pool time concert and Epcot. Oh, well, brilliant. Well, I hope you have a nice time in Florida. Mate, thank you for the 59 months. Yeah, all well here. Had a nice relaxing weekend of not doing a tremendous amount. And now we're back ready for more flying. I'll come and say some more hellos in a moment. I'll catch up in just a second with chat. There are some questions that have scrolled off the screen that I've got to get to, but blooming heck. We got a few subs flying in. JW with 91 months. Hello. My goodness. No message with that one. After JW's been here for 91 months now, I'm not surprised he's got nothing to say. Goodness gracious, that's a heck of a long time, isn't it? That is only 9 months away from the big 3-figure mark. JW, thank you for being a supporter of me and of the channel and of our community for such a ridiculous amount of time. 91 months is by no small means a short amount of time. So thank you for keeping the sub going and believing in the content, I guess, for so long. Thank you, mate. Welcome back. Welcome back. Right, where do I need to go back to? JBS says, Chewy, I have a potentially sticky question. Who has the best livery on the A350? Is it Etihad or ITA? Oh, that's not even a question. Etihad, easy. YDR says, are we flying on IVAO or VATSIM? I don't fly on IVAO. I never have, in fact, actually. We're doing VATSIM today. We are doing VATSIM. Spikey says hello. Emmanuel's followed over on the TikTok. Hello, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome, welcome, welcome. We might sneak in, yes. Look good Sunday with Becca's post and happy belated Mother's Day to her. I can't believe Becca posted that picture. Well, no, it was a video of me in a flowery apron. Right, so chat, may I advise you all in life to just watch out, because I am now in a situation, which don't get me wrong, I very much love, but I am surrounded by women at every turn, which is lovely, but it also means that you don't get a say in anything. So there was me, you know, cooking this nice pasta bake for Mothering Sunday yesterday and all of those lovely things, and Becca and the girls were like, yes, wear the apron, wear the apron. So no choice. And then she took a video of me presenting this pasta bacon, this bloomin' flowery, whatever it was, apron. I looked like a right tool, but all part of the fun. All part of the fun. It entertained them, which is what counts. Hey, Sean's here. Hello. What's up? How are you? Happy Monday to you. I hope you had a nice weekend as well. There's a payware Riyadh. Why am I using the default one? Is there? I'm using a free scenery and it's pretty good. I didn't know there was a payware one. I'm using a freeware one. Bailey, thank you for the follow on the TikTok. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Post that on the OnlyFans. Is that how it works, is it? Yeah, get 50. Oh, okay, right. Maybe that was my mistake. No Lego on the YouTube as well. Good to see you. Welcome in. Anyway, yes, if you are just joining us, happy Monday. Welcome on in. It's potentially a 5-day streaming week this week. Becca's out partying and whatever on the weekend, and the girls are away over the Easter break. So there's the potential for a long haul on Saturday. But today, as you can see, we are in the A330 by Lufthansa. So nicely timed with the end of the song. Oh, let's switch across. And I'm going to have to up the transition time on that Stinger. Let's move that up. So that's a little bit longer of a fade across. Wait, if we pretend that we were back on this screen again. There we go. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. I've got rid of the Stinger transition, you know, with the 747 that goes across the screen as we switch screen. As much as I love it, and it's been very useful over the years, at the moment, well, you folks have seen it, it's been really laggy and jittery, and I don't know why. It's probably my old streaming PC just coughing and spluttering and everything, but it doesn't work very well. So, yeah, we've just gone for a bog standard simple crossfade between the two scenes, which the inner production geek in me, it just hurts my heart, but yeah, it's probably a little bit better for now, isn't it? So there we go. There we go. Oh, so there is some Azersim OERK. Oh, I had no idea that was even a thing. Oh, well, we might have to give it a go. We're the freeware anyway. It's all right. This is the nice thing with MSFS, though, is that for places that I don't necessarily commonly visit and want like a really crazy quality scenery, if there's a freeware option, I'm quite happy to use it a lot of the time. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Jamie said that he really didn't like that scenery, didn't he? I'll have to give it a look. So here we are down on the ground in the... this is actually, of course, the default Airbus A330 that comes with MSFS 2024. Registered Delta Alpha India Kilo India. This is a Hughes by Horizon livery on flightsim.to. But yeah, aircraft default. And it's the Dash 300 variant with the Rolls-Royce engines. And this was actually the last A330 that operated this flight in real life just yesterday, so that's cool. Scenery is just mentioned. This is the freeware scenery for Riyadh. Does the job for me. It's got terminal buildings and runways and things in the right place, and I think it looks all right. So it'll do the job for freeware. And then, yes, we've got the brand new Vertex Design Studio Dammam scenery, a destination that I've never flown to before. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. So without further ado, let's go and get this show on the road, shall we? John T, good evening. Hello. If I have missed your hellos, please say hello again. I hope I've not missed anybody, but if I have, please say hello again. It's good to see you all. Happy Monday. Right, let's go and get some power to this thing. Innie's default 2024 aircraft are so good. Yeah, I love flying them. I love flying them. Right, there we go. We've got power. And we'll make sure all of that loads in nicely. Self-test and everything like that. How are things, mate? Just back from a wee break in London? Yeah, really good. Thank you, John T. Really good. I had a lovely, relaxing weekend. A nice Mother's Day yesterday for both Becca and Mama Chewy. So they were happy with their gifts and stuff, which is good. Kids are happy. The sun's out. Spring is here. I had a really good day at work today. Today was one of those days at work where it's 9 a.m. and then it's 4:30 p.m. like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you all can relate to those days at school or work where you're just kind of like, the time just goes like that. So it's been, sometimes Mondays can drag a little bit, like first day back after a few days off. It can kind of drag sometimes, even if you're busy. Which I usually am on a Monday, just catching up with stuff from the weekend. But yeah, today went super quick. Super quick. Right, I am just making sure we are configured here to get us initially set up. Which it looks like we are. CRJ releases tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if there's any other updates to it, because they've done this whole, like, delay it by a week for new builds, but I've not really seen a tremendous amount that's changed in that week since they delayed it. So, I don't know. We will see. The iFly single-handedly be holding me in 2020. Yeah, well, you folks know me. I'm flying in either sim depending on what aircraft is available. If I had a choice, I'd preferably be in 2024. But if the aircraft like the iFly Max or the TFDI MD-11 or whatever isn't in 2024 yet, then I'm more than happy to go back into 2020. It's the advantage to having both sims available. But yeah, if I had a choice, I'd preferably be in 2024 for sure. Right, let's have a look at the flight plan. Actually, you know what? Let's get fuel and all of that stuff on first. Then we'll go and have a look. We'll just do that. And then we'll get GSX going, and then we'll go and have a look at the flight plan. You completely forgotten about the CRJ? Yeah, I hadn't flown it for like 3.5 years. Until this new V2 thing. Right, so here's our flight plan. We're Lufthansa Flight 622 today on the last day of March. How has that happened? From Riyadh to Dammam today, again in the A330-300. Zero fuel weight, 151.2. So we're pretty darn light on this one. Takeoff weight as well, also super light, 160. Landing weight, just shy, well, about 156 tons. We're cruising only at flight level 230 because the flight time is 42 minutes. Yeah, 4,000 kilograms of fuel that's going to use. We're going to take 9.3. I wonder if they'd actually tanker on this, but no, whatever. 1-5 left for departure is what we're expecting, although we'll double check that in a moment. And we're out on an Altav Sid, and then it's an Umaina arrival into Dammam's 1-6 right. Again, we'll check that runway shortly. Just get GSX to not faff. Estimating 291 passengers today and 2.3 tons of cargo. But it is a very short flight, this one. Very short flight. So weight and balance should be loading in. 151.3, and then the fuel... Wait, that's saying 19,776. Is that what we asked for? I swear that's not what we wanted. I swear it said like 9... That says 9,300. So then why are we loading in 15? Oh, is it because it's taking... I think it's actually taking stuff out. We'll look at it in a moment. Alex is in on the TikTok. Hello. Can you show an outside view? Yeah, there's not much to see at the moment. Just got GSX positioning themselves up, ready for all the baggage. Great news for Phoenix, the A320neo, though. Quite looking forward to that now. Yeah, and the A321neo as well. Very exciting. It's very interesting to me how many people are excited for it. Not because I don't think it's going to be good, but obviously there's there's two free very good A320neos in MSFS already. So it was interesting to see the level of excitement about a payware option of an aircraft that we've already got two pretty good freeware versions of. Do you know what I mean? What server? Lonnie asked on YouTube. We're on VATSIM. You can see at the top of the screen in the middle there, the green box. We're on the VATSIM multiplayer network. So, yeah. But it was very interesting to see that. Very interesting. Right, it's saying that we've got... What is this all about? Let's just do that. Right, there we go. That's what we want. 151.2 there and 9,000. That's better. There we go. Okay, cool. They're not Phoenix level though. No. I'm not trying to say that they are. But it's interesting to me, like, just to analyze. I'm not saying that anybody's wrong to be excited or anything like that. Absolutely not. But it's just interesting, like, to analyze the amount of hype about a payware, better quality, if it is going to be that, which we assume it will be, third-party version of an aircraft that we've already got a number of free variants that are good. Do you know what I mean? I think that's just an interesting analysis point. So, yeah. Greenland, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. Thank you. I guess the best way to explain it is like Apple. A lot of people will buy the iPhone because they like the feel and the UI of the iPhone, similar to the Phoenix. I mean, I get that, Ben, but you don't get another mobile phone for free or baked into something else default, do you? You don't get a freeware phone. Right, what's the weather? The wind's 110 degrees at 3 knots, cav okay, temperature is 29, dew point -2, QNH 1004. You might have noticed, but we're not going real time today. So I've gone back early in the morning. Interesting that is... Let me just make sure that we are on live weather, which we are. And then if I go and bring up this... medium horizontal. Yeah, I mean, it's great to see that people are excited for the Phoenix, and obviously they definitely think that there is a market there with them doing it despite there being a free version. And the other interesting analysis point is the fact that Phoenix are doing an A321neo. So how will this impact the sales of FS Labs, who also are going to do an A321neo? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm absolutely positive that the FS Labs sales of the A321 that they did were much lower than they could have potentially been, because they were 4 years late to the game, or well, 3 or so years, 2.5 odd years in terms of when the Phoenix came out. But yeah, it's just interesting to look at these things, isn't it? It's just interesting to look. Do you like that A330? Yeah, I love this thing. I think I've always wanted a decent quality A330 in the sim. So the fact that we've got one, I'm super happy with. I've not done a long haul in this aircraft yet, actually. Maybe we should do one soon. Right, okay, so we've had a quick look at the weather. Nothing much to report there. We've got the fuel on board, so we'll put the... Oh, seatbelt signs are already on. And yeah, we'll go and get things going. In my opinion, I would have rather seen an A340 or a Boeing from Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, like, if I could have preferably chosen, I would have chosen something that we've not got yet. But they evidently, you know, believe that there's a market there, and there's lots of people who are very excited about the announcement. So they must be right with that analysis. I reckon it will also get here before the FS Labs one does. We don't know at the moment. I don't know about time scale. OERK to OEDF, flight level 230. Good. So we have got 151.2 and 26.4. 151.2 and 26.4. And then the block fuel is 9.3. So I would pay big bucks for... It's interesting the amount of people who really want an A340, considering they're... Well, not deprecated, but they're certainly not as common as they used to be. In fact, they actually operate this route as well as the A330. So, yeah. Phoenix is the new FS Labs of MSFS. FS Labs had their running P3D. They should just focus on the Concorde for MSFS. Yeah. I'd probably agree with that. Right, let's go and find out what runway they're using. FS Labs are so far behind that at this point they might as well just make Concorde before DC Designs improve their Concorde enough. Yeah, I don't think they will, unfortunately. Right, so this is OERK. So yeah, it looks like they are heading out on this direction. So we're parked just here. So we'll go for... We're parked here on stand 16. So we'll go for this runway here, which is 15 left. So departing 15 left, and it's out via Altav, so it's the first option, the Altav 1 Echo. We're going to plan the whole flight now because it's a very short flight. So we'll go and get the charts through and everything. So AGC. And then the... Is that us? Wait, it says stand 16, but that says stand 108. Oh, maybe the scenery is very out of date. This is maybe where I should get the Azasim freeware. Look, because this says stand 16. But I'm pretty sure that's the same term. That's the same one there. And that says 108. So that's something to be aware of. Not a major thing, but... Right, Arnav SIDS 15 left. So, it's straight out to 2,500 feet with a max speed of 230 knots. Left turn to Romeo Kilo 904 above 4,000. And then we continue eastbound. Romeo Kilo 920 above 10,000, max 250 knots. Romeo Kilo 929 above 13. Romeo Kilo 942 above flight level 150. And then Altav today. Transition altitude is 13,000, so I'm just going to stick that in for our initial climb. Don't think Matt's got his TikTok chat on. I do, it's just that I might not see every message if for some reason they don't come through. And I'm monitoring 3 chats at once. But I should have the chat on TikTok. Cool. You say that the A340 wouldn't be in demand because there aren't... No, I never said that. There was never a word that I said about the A340 wouldn't be in demand. I think I said I was surprised at the amount of people who are who would like to see an A340 so much. I see lots of comments from people who want to see the A340. I don't think I ever said that it wouldn't be in demand. It evidently is in demand with the amount of people who are saying that they would like to see one. It's just surprised me that so many people do want to see one. Because they aren't, you know, as in use as they used to be nowadays. Right, so they're landing on 16 right. Dennis and MB, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. Thank you. I just want it because I like unique planes. Yeah, I think that's absolutely valid. Right, OEDF, so ILS 16 right. And then we are arriving in on the Umena to Lima today, which is the last option. And then we'll need to get some charts up for that as well. Again, it's a very short flight. I don't think I've ever flown to Dammam before, so that's exciting. So arrival, Arnav stars, and then Umena takes us to Rezan. Umena Tulin takes us to Rezan, which we have got as a transition. Pleasing. I think I have a love-hate relationship with the A340. It was the smoothest flight of my life, but it was also the famous Rovaniemi incident aircraft. So, yeah. Right, let's just go and have a quick look at the flight plan. Make sure that we've got everything linked up correctly. Perfect. There we go. Brilliant. It's drawn that a little bit weirdly, but it should be fun. Got a 9070 XT. Hey, nice. Oh, well, there you go. I don't know if the command actually even works still. I ran out of activations on the campaign, and I never heard back from them about doing more. So I've just kind of left it, unfortunately. Right, okay, good. So we're going to say 13,000 into there. Let's get the flight directors on. Very well, Pilot Pro. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Good to see you. You want to experience the takeoff struggles with the hair drivers in the sim? Oh, I want to do it out of Zurich. You ever seen like the old Edelweiss A340s out of Zurich just struggling for the climb? Right, FinRes plus alternate is 4.2 today. So that is actually below, isn't it? 4.2, which is interesting. Ah, I wonder if that's because I've not... oh no, the wind requests are there. Doesn't do the cruise wind still. Interesting. Right, let's go and do some takeoff performance then. So runway 15 left. We'll sync the weather. We'll sync the weight. That's all fine, and calculate that. So a flex of 53, the speed's 146, 157, and 158 today. Interesting that there is such a split between the V1 and the rotate when it's not wet. But there you go. We'll send that across. The atmospherics in 2024 make a world difference as well. So glad I moved from 2020. Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Good, good, good. Right, so takeoff data is uplink, 146, 157, 158. All of this is fine. Flaps 1, up 4.7, flex of 53. Delightful. And it sounds like GSX has just completed all of their stuff as well. So we'll get the APU started, and then we'll do a quick departure brief with the taxi as well. As I say, super short flights today. But it's actually quite a cool rotation, I think, this one. Right, so back to the other charts for here. So we're on this kind of Terminal 1 area here. So we're going to push back towards Lima 2. And then I guess we'll continue out here on Romeo for Golf. And then, or we could just go Echo, but I think we'll go Golf. And then down to the end for runway 15 left. So it's a nice easy taxi, and it shouldn't be too long of a taxi either. Perfecto. Oh, it's nice to be back in the A330. We've not flown this thing for a little while. I do need to change my key bindings slightly, because I've got them in the wrong order. So that should be shift. That should be 6. 6. Right, and then let me just make a new view over here. This livery's awesome, and you can see it's got an interior as well. Lucas, hello, how are you? Good to see you, good to see you. Can you folks even see that very well? You can't really see the engine there, can you? That doesn't help with the door in the way. That'll do. Right, let's just do that for now. Sorry, I'm just reconfiguring a few views. There we go, that's a bit better. Cool. Right, so APU is available. APU bleed can go on. Oh, I thought I heard a cat. Hello. Daisy. It's a Daisy cat. Hello there. Daisy, don't go down all the wires by my computer, please. Cool, so fuel pumps are on. External power can go because we're on the APU, and then we'll get GSX in position ready for the push. Is this Chase Plane? No, I don't use Chase Plane in MSFS 2024. It's only available in 2020. As soon as it becomes available in 2024, I'll probably use it though. So we will toggle the GPU now. Everything else is disconnected. All the doors are closed. So beacon light can go on. Transponder can go on.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
And then we are ready to go. Yeah, I'm really hoping that Chase Plane comes to MSFS 2024 soon, but they've not given a timescale on it. You have another cat? Yeah, we have Daisy as well. She's always been quite timid and doesn't usually come down into the studio, but well, I'll be honest, since Timmy went, she's been a bit more cuddly and stuff, and she's been coming down into the studio to bug me, haven't you? Hello, darling. Hello. Right, so GSX is going to get in place, and then we are ready for the pushback, everybody. I do like this Lufthansa livery on this A330. Well, I like the Lufthansa livery just in general. And it's cool, the details that Hughes, who made the livery, has gone into with the mixed match cowling and stuff. So that's quite cool. Oh! We've got the bugged head again on GSX.
Release parking brakes, please.
It's a bad day at work for that person. Right, nobody else around, let's go.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
Is it from the INI manager? The livery? No, it's on flightsim.to, the livery. I mean, that's just hilarious. Okay. The week is underway. We are rolling. We are rolling. Why the long face? I love it. Is this the Sim Update 2 beta? No, I'm not on Sim Update 2 beta currently. Okay, starting engine number 1. Yeah, I'm not on the SU2 beta at the moment. I probably will do, but I'm on Sim Update 1 still right now. Gamma336 on the TikTok. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, it does look a bit like Pinocchio style, doesn't it? Oh, perfect pushback. I don't know if there is on that sim. That's good, I'm not too sure. Okay, parking brake set. And there's a veil for engine number 1, so starting engine number 2. Is this on Sim Update 2? No, I'm on Sim Update 1. I can't look out that view. I just can't. That's a cool view. Really thank you to stream on YouTube because on Twitch I have no patience to watch ads. Oh. I guess you're welcome? I mean, ads help support streamers to continue to make content. Like, you watch ads on a television program, but I understand. You just see them walking in the background. That's so funny. Mike, hey, thanks so much for the follow. That's really kind of you. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. And there we go. Perfect timing. Avail on engine number 2. So APU bleed, APU master switch, and then we're done on the overhead panel. Go and arm the speed brakes. Select flaps 1. Chewie, when do you think that 2024 will be better than 2020? Well, that's an incredibly subjective thing, and you can't like holistically just say categorically one being better than the other, can you? I don't think. I think there are already, personally, many aspects about 2024 that are better than 2020. Sorry, flight control check. I'm pretty sure when you do a flight control check, the flight control page should come up automatically without having to click it. But I might be wrong. As in the performance? Yeah, my performance in 2024 is a lot better than 2020, personally. So my point remains. Okay, so auto brake max. I'll go and put that on. That on there. Okay. Oh, and ignition mode back to normal. There we go. Lovely. Right, let's get this show on the road then. There's nobody else around, so I don't need to call out on Unicom. So nose taxi light on. Let's go. Is it a wingman or a wing woman? No. With that GSX model. A wing person. I like it. We'll go with that. Right, we'll do a quick brake check. Good. All working okay. A wing walker. Yeah, that's easy enough to get, isn't it? A wing walker. I'm actually quite looking forward to this rotation and the fact that it's quite a short one. And here, I think it's, what aircraft is that? Oh, it's an A320. It's still got its engines running by the sound of it. Okay, so that is the runway there, I'm pretty certain. Yes, so we don't want to turn onto the runway here, otherwise that would end very badly. So we'll make the left turn here. And make our way down to the end of 15 left. I'll take that turn. Nice. Okay, takeoff config test. Is normal. The cabin's ready. Beautiful. We're ready to fly. I've left the flight control page up just because I wanted to double check the trim value. Make sure it doesn't move. So there must be a reason why they do this rotation. Because it's a very random rotation for Lufthansa to do. So they fly Frankfurt to Riyadh. Then they do the rotation between Riyadh and Dammam like we're doing today. And then they fly back again from Riyadh to Frankfurt. So yeah, it's a bit of an interesting triangular route. There must be demand for it. Is your trim haunted? Well, I'm worried in case it is. Guess we'll find out. Not enough demand for separate routes, but more than just for the one. Oh, I see. Yeah, but I guess with it only being a 45-minute flight, like... You don't see that everywhere, though, do you? I don't know. You don't see, like... I'm trying to... Oh, I don't know how to describe this. I don't know. I'm sure there is some sort of reason. Bit too far for a narrow body to do nicely. Yeah. Are there Star Alliance carriers there? I do not know. It's a good question. I'm going to go for this entrance here. Can anybody recommend a good Honeycomb Bravo Airbus kit in Europe? I wouldn't have the foggiest, mate. Wouldn't have the foggiest. Right, lights all on. so we are set to go. Virgin Atlantic does it here in the Caribbean. Yeah, but a lot of those kind of things like in the Caribbean. So I know especially with like British Airways, they've actually got agreements set up with the governments of those companies to do those kind of thing. I don't know about Virgin Atlantic, but a lot of the Caribbean flights that you'll see that British Airways do are, you know, agreements that they've got in place with the governments and stuff of those regions. Freedom flights, there you go. But for this kind of one, it's just an interesting one. Right, okay, we'll keep the aircraft rolling then. We're nice and light today. Nothing around us. No other traffic on the network anywhere near me. So we will rock and roll. I need to move my camera, or is it alright? There we go, that's a bit better, isn't it? Right, let's fly. Ah, Roberticus, good timing. Hello, mate. Okay, stable. Man Flex 53 SRS border thrust blue. $100 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Nav. So we need to be above 2,500 feet before we can make that left-hand turn. So I don't really know why it's commanding that. Now we can make it. Okay, so gears coming up. And select climb. So thrust, climb, climb. Thrown around a bit by the wind. Cool. Right, nicely established on the climb. Go and put the autopilot in. Take a look outside at the views. Well, that's very zoomed in, I feel like, that view. Select flap 0. Oh, yeah, I think there's auto flap retract. Love the sounds of the Rolls Royce on the 330. Oh, yes. Cool, so there's a 230 knot speed restriction at this waypoint ahead of us. Okay, flaps are out of the way. Ground spoilers can be disarmed. Take away some of the lights that we don't need anymore. Beautiful stuff. Off we go. Very short flight again. There's only 40 or so minutes. But that'll keep us busy. It means we can enjoy the views, not enjoy the reviews. I feel like the imagery and everything in this region and stuff looks pretty good as it is, but could you imagine like a world update in this region? I'd love like a world update Cairo or like Egypt and stuff. Could you imagine like photogrammetry in tin detail on top of the pyramids and stuff at Cairo? That would look insane. Right, we're going to clear ourselves all the way up to cruise, which is 23,000. Oh, but look at it. That's not just a patch of sand, is it? Look at it. It looks absolutely gorgeous around here. Come on. All of this. Sorry. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. Hello. Where's the plane? There it is. Sorry. Oh, those sounds. Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? Right, we've not got long for music on this flight, so I'm going to stick the music on now. And we'll take the seatbelt signs off as well. We've got a restriction to maintain 250 knots until the next waypoint. I almost feel like I want to get rid of that. Where will it be in? It'll be there, won't it? There we go. We'll get rid of that. Oh, and I should probably pull for standard now. There we go. Although we've only just gone through 130, so that's fine. Perfect. I feel like I need to sort this view out a bit. Don't know if I like it. Oh, Bio! Hey, thank you for the 6 months, mate. Perfectly timed just after our departure. Thank you. I don't know if I like this wing view. Thank you very much indeed for the 6 month sub with the tier 1 Bio Games. Welcome back, mate. Welcome back, welcome back. You join us having just departed for a nice little 45 or so minute flight across from Riyadh to Dammam, and then we're going to be heading back, showing off the new scenery for Dammam by Vertex Design Studios. Do you think the FS Labs A320neo or the Phoenix A321 would be better? No idea, mate. I've not flown either of them yet. No idea at all. No idea. Mr. Josh, hello, how you doing? Currently searching for a flight to do with the A380. Nice. There is a chance of us doing an A350 long haul this weekend, chat, especially with the fact that there's autosave now. And even if we do it as a split stream long haul. But there is all the chance in the world of an A350 long haul on Saturday. Interesting to see Lufthansa flying this. Yeah, exactly. That's what we were saying. But it's real. It's real. So when are we landing then? 18 minutes past the hour. So that's going to be about... oh, wait. Actually, I just remembered. We've switched times now, aren't we? We've got to remember, chat, that the clocks have changed. So we're back in the UK. We are an hour ahead of UTC time now. So it's going to be 1920 UK time. But that's 1820 UTC. BA are currently doing Heathrow to Haneda in the A350. I know, I was supposed to be on it in a few weeks. I'm very sad that I'm not. I was supposed to be going to Star Wars Celebration next month, but yeah. Back from the confusion of a 4-hour time difference. I miss it already because my colleagues were only 7 hours behind, not 8. So it was nice. Feels like being such a pain being an AV geek and being 1 hour ahead of Zulu. I know, right? Yeah, I don't know what long haul we'll do on Saturday if we do one. I've got no idea. Not a clue, actually. Electrolyte, good evening. How are you? I don't know if there's any VATSIM events on over the weekend that we could get involved with. Hope you're well, Electrolyte. Good to see you, mate. Hour makes all the difference. Yeah. I guess use your heads to work out the arrival local time from Zulu time. Yeah, I know. It's only an hour on, but yeah. Charisma, thanks so much for the follow on the Twitch. Thank you, mate. Hey, Honda Jet, good evening. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Currently doing Fiumicino to LAX. Nice. Can you change time to 5 PM to simulate your real flight? Oh, what? Have you done this in real life? Or you're going to do it in real life? Well, I'm flying it in daytime at the moment because I really want to see what the scenery looked like in the daytime. But we might be able to do the return with like a sunset kind of thing. Let's see what everybody wants. You can't wait to buy the FS Labs A321neo. I mean, now that Phoenix have announced the A320neo and the A321neo, I'm probably just going to use those. I don't think I'll probably bother with the FS Labs ones. Have you done any flights with the French airlines? Or maybe ITA? I was thinking like we could even... I'd quite like to do something to like the Caribbean or something like that. like out of Madrid, like a Madrid departure across to the Caribbean or something. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I don't know what I want to do. Right, folks, I'm just going to get the weather information up for the arrival because, again, it's such a short flight. So the weather at Dammam, the wind 080 degrees 9 knots. I'm just going to write these into chat so I don't forget them. 080 degrees at 9, temperature is 25, QNH 1011. Ita to Haneda. I'm not going to do like a flight that's like 13, well, maybe not 13, but it's not going to be a crazy, crazy long haul. All right, so the wind 080 degree 9 knots, so it'll be a nice crosswind on this. The temperature is 25 and the QNH is 1011. So that's input. We're going to put the LS on for the ILS. Going to arm auto brake low. And then we're going to find out what the minima is. Transition level is 150, which is already set. And the minima is 280 today. Lovely. Well, that's what I thought. Like, the Caribbean would be delicious. I like that. I like that phrase. Delicious. I like that phrase. Cappy Villa, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. How do you get these Lido charts? Well, these are completely default for every single person in every single aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. All you need to do is load up the EFB and search for them. It's nice and simple. So if I search you from scratch, so we're in the Flight Planner app. And then you can see there's a search bar here. So if I wanted to go and have a look for charts for London Heathrow, I would just search EGLL or Heathrow. And then we can find all sorts of information. So you can find out the latest METAR and TAF reports. You can see the runways. You can see the different frequencies for the default ATC and things if you want to use those. But then you'll see over here, we've got these tabs. And so you've got the charts here. And so you can switch between Lido or FAA charts and things if you're in the USA. But yeah. And so there's free Lido charts for every single person in MSFS 2024. You just need to go on the EFB and they're there for you. It's a free feature for the new sim. And then you can pin them. So I've got a number of pinned stuff here. So we're on the Umena to Lima. So Umena above flight level 170, Delta Fox 463 above 10,000, Rezan max 210 knots above 5,000. And then we take the Rezan transition on a 14 DME arc from the King Fahd VOR to intercept the ILS. Latest we can get is Tatsba at 2,000 feet. Go around today is 3,000. And back on towards that arc, that 14 DME arc from the VOR. So we'll go and make sure that we've got the ILS programmed in, which we don't. So let's go and double check it. So the indicator is India Whiskey Sierra Romeo. India Whiskey Sierra Romeo. So that's 108.10 with a course of 161. 108.1, 161. Perfect. There we go. And then in terms of the parking, so we're landing 16 left. No, sorry, we're landing 16 right today. So we'll be vacating Bravo 3, and then we'll just go straight across Charlie 2, and then across Charlie, and we'll park on one of these stands here, stand 26 or something like that, on the North Concourse. So nice and simple. So that's our arrival briefing. We've got a little bit of a crosswind, but nothing too crazy. We've got LS in, we've got the ILS identified. We should probably, I guess, on the RadNav page, put in that VOR, I guess, shouldn't we? Which is Kilo Foxtrot Alpha. Let's see if it'll do it off the identifier. 112.3, there it is. So I'm going to put that in as our VOR frequency. Roy, thank you for the 7 roses on TikTok. Thank you. Rooster's here on the TikTok as well. Hello. Navigar should switch to Lido. No, they never will. I think especially now as the charts are free in 2024 as well. That's kind of cemented it. I might have to cancel my Navigraph Ultimate subscription and just downgrade it to just nav data only. Yeah, there's quite a lot of people who have done that. I would do that, but I don't just fly in 2024. I fly in 2020 as well, so I still need charts for that. But yeah. Good evening, Will. Hello, how you doing? Is that an A330 Augustus on TikTok? It is indeed, yeah. So this is the default Airbus A330 that comes free for everybody in MSFS 2024. So as long as you own a copy of MSFS 2024 or you've got 2024 on Game Pass, then you can fly this aircraft. Do you regularly use Lido or just because it's Lufthansa? In 2024, I'm always using Lido. Unless the charts aren't available. There's a couple of airports that there's only one actual airport that I've not found them for, which was Santos Dumont. But, yeah. If I'm in MSFS 2024, I use it all the time. Even though I've used Jeppesen and Navigraph charts for donkey's years, I switch between the two. It's quite nice to actually remain proficient in both. Do you know what I mean? Rooster, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. What are your thoughts now about 2024? Well, I'm biased because I work for it. I'm quite biased about it, aren't I? I wanna be next to you. I love this song. Such a good song. Right, good. So yeah, not long flights this. Really not long flights at all. But hopefully a lovely arrival for our first ever time into Dammam. Healthy bias. Well, I'd like to think so, you know. I don't sugarcoat things. And obviously, you know, part of my job title is to be very in touch with the community and what people are saying and what people are enjoying and what people are not enjoying and everything. I've also been a flight simmer myself for how many years now? Well, I mean, a serious flight simmer for 10 years. But I've been playing flight sim for almost 20. God, that makes me sound old. And I love a lot of the stuff in 2024. I really do. I really do. So as the sim steadily progresses, as you folks know, we're now on sim update 2 beta already. So as we steadily progress with things and things start to expand and improve and everything, I'm hoping more and more people are enjoying it. Is this a real world flight? It is. You know what I'm like. I pretty much only ever do real world flights. I wouldn't do such a weird combination as this if it wasn't a real world flight. I wouldn't just randomly throw a Lufthansa A330 on this route on stream unless it was a real world flight. But yeah, it is indeed. Yeah. So Lufthansa do Frankfurt to Riyadh and then Riyadh to Dammam, which is what we're doing now, is Lufthansa 622, and then they fly Dammam back to Riyadh and then back to Frankfurt. Yeah. So there you are. Weird combo, but yeah, there it is. KLM also do this route. Oh, what do they do it in? Whoa, Roy's going crazy with the roses on the TikTok. Roy, thank you. How many is that? Like, over 22? 24? Loads. Thank you very much. That's kind of you, mate. Thank you. Oh, they do it in an A330. Oh, I didn't see that. Will, hey, 53 months. It's another one. Will, thank you very much, my friend. There it is. There we go. Worked in the end. Will, thank you so much. Sorry if I missed that there if you were struggling with getting that working, but looks like you got it sorted. Thank you so much. 53 months. I wanna be next to you. Come on Twitch, we want to throw some roses at Chewy. Maybe I should make some sort of like a bit cheer thing for that. Yeah. Man, if you showed me that back in 2015 and told me this was a default plane, I would laugh. Well, this is it, Soaring. And I sometimes do worry that, like, it's lovely that there are so many new, incredible people in this community, but I don't think a lot of them realize just how bad it was. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've been there, done it, and got the t-shirt with sims that, like, but back in prepared version 3 days, I couldn't do 2 flights in a row without having to restart the sim because it was a 32-bit software. or 32 gig virtual software allocation, whatever it is. So we would run out of virtual memory and have to restart the sim after virtually every flight. And that was with a payware aircraft that, you know, cost almost triple figures on top of about 9 other payware products that you would have to buy just to make the sim look and function somewhat realistically. You know, right now at this exact moment in time, there is nothing that is not default in the sim shown right now. Default sky, default clouds, default live weather, default full world photo, like scenery and, you know, aerial imagery, default pretty darn realistic Airbus A330-300. The only payware thing that we've shown today is the new Vertex scenery and GSX. Everything else you can either get default or for free in the sim. So, you know, and you know, that's not necessarily to say that there aren't issues and there aren't things that need to improve and everything like that. That's certainly not what I'm saying, but a lot of us have been there, done it, and got the t-shirt with simming back when it was nowhere near like this, and I am still very much riding the excitement and the enjoyment of just having what we've got available to us. And the charts, that's like a perfect example of it. If you'd have said to me back in 2015 that we would have free world coverage of Lido charts, oh yeah, and if you want as well, you can also access it on a whole website, planner.flightsimulator.com. If you folks haven't checked out that website yet, please do. It's so good. Am I giving career mode a whirl? I don't know at the moment. I don't know. It's not that it doesn't appeal to me. It's just that, I don't know, I've kind of established what I enjoy doing in the sim and continue to enjoy doing it, I guess. So, yeah. F1 Tomasi, I don't know how to pronounce that. Thank you very much for the follow, thank you. And thank you for the 30 roses with that as well. There was a follow before, no, after even giving 30 roses. Thank you very much indeed, that's very kind of you. Flight number, we're operating Lufthansa Flight 622 today, which is a real world flight between Riyadh and Dammam in Saudi Arabia. We're checking out the new Dammam payware scenery from Vertex Design Studios, which is available in both 2020 and 2024. And yeah, this is a real-world flight that Lufthansa operate. Crazy enough. So there you go. Goofy, hello, how you doing? Planner what now? Planner.flightsimulator.com. You will need to sign in with your Xbox account, but as long as that Xbox account has got a purchase of MSFS 2024 linked to it, you can utilize this incredible flight planner that Working Title have been doing, and it's got all the charts and stuff on there as well. So that means if you want those Lido charts, if you want the default Lido charts and have them on your iPad or something like that, you just need to open a browser with that website on, sign into your Xbox account, job's a good one. There you are. Easy peasy. Oh, Goofy. So Goofy, Goofy, I don't know if you know this, mate. But as of this Friday, it will be 5 years since I lost mine. So I'm very much aware of this week. I am so incredibly sorry for your loss, mate. Unfortunately, I've also been there, done it, and got the t-shirt, and so I know exactly what you're going through right now. Please, please, please surround yourself with people. You know, don't try and get through a day. Don't even try and get through an hour. Just get by the next minute. All right? So, yeah, please surround yourself with family and with friends and whatever you feel like you need to do just to kind of, you know, help yourself, as long as it's a healthy thing to do and not anything destructive. Please do it. If you need to sit in bed all day and eat snacks and just chill, do it. If you need to keep yourself busy, do it. But yeah, surround yourself with your support network and stuff and everything, mate. And of course, I will try and be here to entertain you with my terrible flight simming skills. All right, so yeah, super sorry, mate. As I say, been there, done it, got the t-shirt, so I know how you feel right now. And I know that doesn't make you feel any better either. But please know that all the emotions, whatever stage you're at with your emotions right now, they are all completely natural. They are all completely healthy as well, okay? So you do what you gotta do, mate, but please surround yourself with people, yeah? Don't shy away from stuff. Surround yourself with those that you love, mate. Even if it's us flight sim nerds. All right, buddy. There was a follow that just came in there. Sinister of Demise, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, mate. And thank you to all the nice comments that are coming through for Goofy as well. Brilliant. Cool. Right. Okie dokie. So, Davey, I've got no idea about this route and why it's run. Honestly, no idea. Yeah, no idea. I'm not too sure. Right. We have been airborne for 24 minutes and we're already descending. So there we go. Does the OEDF come with a GSX profile? It does. Ian said on his live stream that it didn't, but it does. Let me make sure that it's installed, but it does. Or at least it did in Contrail. Yeah. Yeah, on Contrail in the configuration tab, I could install it. Yeah. Right, so we've got a restriction down to 170 or above at Umena, which is in 4 miles. And then we'll be down from there. Can you share a link for that website, please? Yeah, the planner one, of course I can. Give me just a second and I'll find it. There you go. Let me see if I can pop it in all my chats. It might double post into Twitch, but I'm just going to try and post it. So you will need to sign in with your Xbox account, but it is amazing. Please give it a go. It's incredible how many people don't actually know that that exists. I will note that down. Goofy, no, you're good, mate. Don't need to thank me at all, buddy. As I say, just, yeah. You do what you got to do, mate. And hopefully the love of a few other flight simmers on Twitch will at least give you a smile for a moment, mate. We appreciate you, buddy, all right? Riyadh seems to be very popular for airliners now. A new employer just started flying there. Yeah. It's quite a big hub, isn't it? Quite a big hub. Right, so down to 10,000 we go. And the QNH is 1011. So let's go and push. That still freaks me out now, the difference between the A330 and the A350 with the push and the pull for standard. I haven't heard this song for a while. Electrolyte requested this. Right, good. So down we go. And we should be landing in about 15 minutes time. So I'm going to put the seatbelt signs on in a moment. Does MSFS like 4K or 2K? I'm playing in 4K, mate. I'm playing in 4K and loving it. There we go. Did you all get that link okay? Did that all work? That planner website? Hopefully it did. Rediscover this one randomly scrolling on YouTube. It's so catchy. It's weird how that happens, isn't it? Does anybody else think that these kind of websites are like in your mind? I know like Facebook listens to stuff and will give you ads accordingly, but... Oh, right back! Hey! Thank you for the donation. That is not the first donation in recent times from you, my friend. Thank you. Hello. Mate, there are... Oh, I think... Did that cut off the end of the message? Right back. If you need, you might need to put the end of the message in the chat. Firstly, thanks very much for the 10 smackers, as Craig says. Thank you for the donation. The £10 donation is very, very, very generous. Thank you. That goes a long way. That really does. Yeah, there are about 1,000,001 tutorials on YouTube on how to set up an A320. I'm trying to think if there are any particular great content creators. Well, I'm just thinking on Twitch. If Katie Pilot has got her vlogs available... her Twitch streams available. Definitely go and check out Katie Pilot on Twitch. She's a real world captain on the Airbus fleet, and she sometimes streams on Twitch. So if you can see her VODs, obviously I'd definitely go and recommend those. And then on YouTube, yeah, I'm sure there's about 1,000,001 different people. The best people to learn it from, really, are probably the people who fly it in real life. The only caveat with that is that I find sometimes the real world pilots who do like a tutorial on how to fly something in the sim will completely subconsciously and inadvertently, they will use a lot of jargon that if you are somewhat new to flight simming or somewhat new to that style of aviation, might confuse you a bit, or you might have to go and say, right, they've just used a term that I've literally never heard of before. What does that mean? And it's just because they're a trained professional, so they're used to that terminology just being part of their everyday life, right? But yeah, YouTube is such a great resource for it. Thank you very much for the dono again. Cheers, buddy. It works. Okay, awesome, Colin Matter. Currently flying in Qatar for flight school, and I've been very out of the loop with flight sim, apart from big things like the 350. Hopefully I can get a PC back soon. Yeah. We're very lucky with media coverage in flight sim because we get so many great media outlets. So, like, for me, I have, like, a Monday morning when I get back to work after the weekend, I have, like, what's called my admin time. So I check any things that have been, like, left over the weekend that I need to respond to, or emails that have come in, you know, like an admin bit at the start of the day, just stuff from the weekend. And part of that is to go and have a look at things like FS Elite and stuff, to go and have a look at, you know, the news, what people, you know, what releases or announcements that have been out over the weekend. And yeah, with websites like FS Elite, and there are many others as well, it does make life a lot easier to keep up to date with a lot of the big news. Right, Delta Fox 463, we've got to be above 10,000 feet. Ah, no. Stay in managed, please. Whoa, what are you doing? That's a bug. That should stay in managed. Right, thrust idle does. It should go into alt here and holds 10,000. Yeah, Black Box real world. I don't know if Black Box still flies the Airbus. He used to, at least. It should be holding 10,000 here. It should not be dropping below this. Very interesting. Now we're past the waypoint, so it'll go down. Okay. So we've got about 33 nautical miles to run through 10,000 feet. So that is perfect. There is another aircraft inbound. An A350 coming in from Dubai. So we'll just keep a watch out for them. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to get them on TCAS. I didn't know this was a free aircraft. Yeah, this is completely default in MSFS 2024. You literally just need to have a license for the sim, or have Xbox or PC Game Pass, and you can fly it. Remember the black box A340? Well, this is it. Until this aircraft, you know, like, we didn't have a good A330 in the sim. There was the black box A330. I know X-Plane did an A330, but didn't the X-Plane A330 have a 737 CDU in it? See, now it's saying that we're high on profile. There's the glide slope. Yeah, we're told it's A340, but we're talking about the A330. Yes, there was the... Well, I mean... The air. This is the thing that was so fascinating to me about the release of the Aerosoft A330 for MSFS, is that it actually regressed in terms of its feature capabilities over the variant in P3D. There were less features and less things that worked correctly in the one that took them 4 years to build in MSFS, which was just fascinating to me. Dammam traffic, Lufthansa 622 is 6 miles from Rezan, where we'll take the transition for the ILS approach runway 16 right. We'll report turning final, Dammam. Cool, so we'll probably start to shortly think about slowing down. We're looking alright on that profile now. Jar design, don't even, giving me nightmares now, mate. Giving me nightmares now. Speed. I think me and this Emirates are literally going to be arriving at the same time. The jar designs still exist. Don't know, mate. I've not heard anything from them for a while. Alright, let's activate approach phase. Start to think about slowing this thing down a little bit, shall we? I missed the PMDG 748 and the Majestic Q400. Yeah, I mean, I've flown the default 747 in this sim, and I like it. But I'm having a 747 of the quality of the PMDG would be incredible for me in the sim. I would love that. And yeah, a turboprop like the Q400 would be great. I know there's the ATR, but the Q400 was good fun, wasn't it? Okay, flaps 1. Is this sim update 2? No, mate, I'm still on sim update 1 build. Are there plans to look into the reported 747 issues? That's not my realm, mate. Sorry. That's not a question that I answer, I'm afraid. Sorry. Sorry. Ah! Hello, darling. Are you feeling any better? Thank you for the 69 months, Becca. Nice. Thank you. Nice. Poor old Becca's had a migraine since last night. I had a nice nap and feeling a bit better now. Good. Well, hopefully you sleep tonight. Thank you very much indeed for the 69 months, my lovely. Right. Lap 2. Tomorrow is April Fool's. Yes, so it is. Remind me and I'll tell you the story of my favourite April Fools. Yes, Mama. Okay, I can say. Right, I'll say it very quickly whilst we establish. So, this will always be one of my favourite memories of Papa Chewy, bless him. Many years ago, when I was quite young, he woke me and Mama Chewy up in this absolute state of hysterics and went, "There is a chicken running around the garden. There is a chicken running around the garden. I swear to you, there is a chicken running around. I'm not joking. There is a chicken running around." So we jumped out, you know, and everything. Mama Chewy was in a dressing gown and a pair of wellies, I think, Wellington boots, which were the closest thing to the door. So you can imagine Mama Chewy running around in a dressing gown and Wellington boots, literally going around the garden, going chick 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 here, chick chick, where are you? And Dad was stood at the edge of the conservatory going, "It's over there! No, it's just run over. Did you not see it run over there? It's over on that side." You remember that?
Yeah, I thought about it when I knew it was tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to just send a 2,000 feet chat just because for some reason we're not capturing the glide. Like, tell you what, I'm just going to take an intercept heading chat just so I can get this. So even though it's hard for both me and Mama Chewy at this time with the anniversary of his passing this week, there is the lovely memories of those kind of things with silly things like that also come into play. So yeah. No, I know. You were so locked into it being true and there was being a chicken there that you didn't believe when he said April Fools. Right, Lockstar Glide Slope Star 3000 set for the go-around altitude. Lovely. Dammam traffic, Lufthansa 622 ILS established, runway 16 right, 8 miles to run. I mean, the Emirates that's behind me hasn't spoken on Unicom at all, so... yeah. So, yeah, so you do remember some very fond memories with things like that, and that will always be my forever favourite April Fools. I might have to try and pull it on the girls, on both Becca's kids at some point. That would be quite funny. When it's an April Fool's on a weekend next, I'll do it. Right, okay, gear down. Flaps 3. Although the next time it'll be April Fool's on a Saturday... No, I don't even want to think about that. They'll be a lot older than they are now. Right, okay, lights can come on. Oh, thank you, Hawkfish. But yes, so it is April Fool's tomorrow. Right, here we go. Oh, we forgot to do predictions. This flight is so short that we forgot to do predictions. Oh, well. Okay, flaps full. I still don't like this right wing view here. It feels like it's picture in picture. It's a bit weird. I want to try and get it like that view. How much did my PC cost? Oh, I'll admit, I'm very lucky with the fact that I didn't pay full price for my PC. Because I did a sponsored project with NVIDIA with the graphics card and things. Oh yeah, Moz. 1,000. Oh, 1,000 feet is checked. The only thing that's not done is the cabin, but, well, that's not my responsibility, so yeah. Autopilot disconnect. Crosswind from the left. I need to chat. Can you folks remind me of something super important during the turnaround? Can you remind me to go and double check my sensitivity curves? Because I'm worried that the sensitivity curves that I put in for the CRJ might be still active. What's the CPU name? I have an AMD Ryzen 5950X, which nowadays is actually quite an older CPU. Ah, there they are. Lovely, they've got loads of room. Oh, I forgot the joystick as well. There you go. There's no Pappy lights here. How have they forgotten those? I saw this on Ian's stream earlier on as well. The developers literally forgotten to put Pappy lights in. So that's a negative.
50, 40, 30, 20, read 10.
That's alright. Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. Is there one IRL? Well, there's surely got to be some sort of identification as to where you are. Manual brakes. On the descent profile. 60 knots, forward idle. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome for the first time down to Dammam. We'll keep rolling. And then we'll vacate just up here to the left. There are Pappy's IRL. It's listed on the approach charts. There we go. So the developers just not included them. Can you repeat the name? The AMD CPU that I use is the Ryzen 5950X, which nowadays is quite an old CPU compared to some of the stuff that's on the market. I thought it was an okay landing. So there we are, 42 minutes and 36 seconds from runway to runway. Gotta love it. Anyone did a fantastic job with the sounds of the A330. It does sound good. Oh, that's a massive stutter. Dammam traffic, Lufthansa 622, clear of runway 16 right, good luck. Why are there some massive stutters when switching back and forward there? That was huge stutters. Right, we'll clear up. And there we go. Right, unpause the alerts.
Stall, stall.
Nice. Moz, thank you.
Stall,
Thank you very much,
stall.
mate. The stall warning. I don't know if you tried to do that whilst we were landing, but I did pause it. That's very kind of you. Thank you, mate. I don't know if these little bits of shrubbery are supposed to be here. Right. Okay, all looking fine there. We're going to turn this off. GSX. Lovely. It says there's 0 suitable parking. Which is interesting considering the fact that we've got a GSX profile in. Is there somebody on the stand I want to go on? Might be. Where have we landed? We've just landed into the brand new Vertex Design Studio Dammam scenery. King Fahd International Airport in Saudi Arabia. There's the Emirates A350 just rolling out. We're in 2024. Yeah, we are in MSFS 2024. There they are. So yeah, this is the new payware scenery. I don't know what to think of it. I'm getting some pretty rank stutters. It says that it's like available for both MSFS 2020 and 2024. I have a feeling they've done what like they've just built it in 2020 and it just kind of works in 2024 and they've said, yeah, that'll do. Okay, approaching the stand. 2-6. We've got a GSX person and a mob jib ready to go. Oh, that's not great parking, that. Ugh. They say there are some quirks in 2024 which will be fixed. Okay, roger. Where do I need to go? I swear to God we're there, aren't we? We've gone way past it. Oh well. I think we're at an angle as well. It's fine. We're on A mark. Right. Okay. So APU is available. APU bleed. And then we'll shut down. Surprise patch O. Is there? Right, lovely. There we go. So brakes are hot. That's no surprise, really. Seatbelt signs off. Beacon light can go off. We will go and get the GPU in place. Can we get like an air? No. I might leave the APU running because it's only 23, but I don't want it to get too hot in here. Yeah, let's leave the APU running. But what we'll do is we'll go and put the external powers on. And then we'll go and get GSX for deboarding. Jane posted some missing patch notes. Ah. Oh yeah, sensitivity curves. Yeah, we'll go and do that in a moment. Thank you. They're separate below the old ones. Okay, cool. Some more must have come through then. Lovely. Well, there we have it. Welcome down for the first time to the brand new scenery by Vertex Design Studio for Dammam. I've got to admit, it's not exactly lit my world on fire for the price that I paid. But it looks okay. It's nice just to actually have this airport rendered in the sim now. it's not exactly got a tremendous amount of detail to it. Doesn't look like we've got any sort of an interior. Doesn't look like there's any sort of ground cluttering, really. Got a few details like the area out here with the gardens. And a little bit of a car park and stuff. And we've got a bit of detailing out here as well, which looks quite nice. But again, it's nothing that's lit my world on fire. And look at all of this. Look, you could expand this so much. It's like a ghost town airport. Where are all the passengers? Where are the cars dropping people off? Has it got an interior here? Okay, we've got an interior here, so there's a little bit of an interior detail, but again, it looks as dead as a dodo in terms of actually people within it. Is that a copy and paste? I don't know if that's a copy and paste of the other garden. I mean, even the gardens, like, I say like that they've got gardening detail. I mean, come on, we're in 2025 now. Do we have to create bushes with multiple straight panels? The assets? Do we need to do that? Yeah, and it's relatively light. I mean, we've got custom ground markings and stuff, which I like to see, but there's virtually no ground clutter. A couple of service vehicles, a few cones and things like that, but very little else. And then I'm just finding it quite stuttery. Like when I was switching views in the aircraft, I was really stuttering. Unlikely that there would be more ground clutter in the Saudi heat. I mean, I get that, but it would be stored somewhere, wouldn't it? And it just feels like it's a bit of a ghost town. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's it's perfectly fine. Like, right, okay, we've got scenery for OEDF in the sim, but it's not exactly set my world on fire. Oh, my jetway's disconnected. Bugger it. How do I fix that now? Let me see if I can do it. Oh, yeah, really stuttery. Because we might need to reset GSX because I've moved my camera so far away. GSX jetways buggered off. Night lighting? Yeah, let's go and have a quick look at the night lighting, actually. That's a good shout. The airport is located far from the city real life. I know many airports that are located far from the city in real life that have detailing to them. Is that an excuse? I don't know. So they've chosen a very warm colour for the lights. It's a very interesting light design that the airport's just got with these kind of floodlights. But it's a very, very, very warm colour that they've used. And then you've got a much cooler colour temperature over there. I mean, is it just me? Would you prefer interior detailing on this section as opposed to that section? Or is that just me? Because this looks alright. Like, if you looked at this, with the lighting that we've got here and some of the interior lighting, that looks nice. I like that. Again, apart from the weird bushes. But that looks okay. But the problem is that you've got some interior detail there, but then you've just got complete 2D panels of repeated the same texture over and over again all the way across here. I would personally rather see stuff that side, land side, that's got nothing, and then air side where your actually plane's going to sit and you're going to spend most of your time actually have the detail. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to be honest, I don't really rate it very highly just at the moment. Now, again, this might be because the scenery was designed in 2020 and they've just kind of said, yes, it works in 2024. They've not actually, you know, utilized any of the new things that's available in 2024 to enhance the scenery. And it's a perfectly acceptable rendition, and it is nice that we've got the scenery in the sim, but it's just not... Yeah. I think for the quality of sceneries that we're paying similar prices for nowadays, I maybe would have expected more. I think is what I'm going to say. I don't know if this scenery developer has made previous sceneries, but yeah. Oh, sorry, that's very bright. I can't remember what time we were at in the sim, so I'm just going to set a random time. Oh god, I've got loads of messages. I swear I get like no notifications during the day, and then I only get them when I'm live. Right, okay, let's just go with that. Cool. Right, let me put some music on, and then we'll go and get set up for the second flight. Oh, sorry, I skipped somebody's song request. Oh, damn it. Somebody did a song request, and I missed it. Right, what do I need to do? We need to reset GSX in a moment. We need to look at sensitivity curves, and then we're going to have a look at the landing rate. Can we see the bridge between the runways? Oh, yeah. What's going on there? Oh, you deleted it? Okay. So there's a bridge between the runways, but there's something weird going on. Again, I don't know if this is because it's in 2024 and they've just not made it fully for 2024, but... That's the bridge. Meh. Meh. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. But I think with the quality that we get from some scenery developers now for around the similar price range, it's maybe a little bit underwhelming. Right, okay, so yeah, we need to... Let's go and have a look at the landing rate first. Let's do that. So, there we go. There's the flight. Not a very long flight at all. Nice, easy departure out from Riyadh. And then round. Struggled really with that ILS capture. Like, just with the routing that it gave us. But we managed to sort it. And then the landing itself. Looked like it was, yeah, just before the main markers. Nicely on the centerline, though. We vacated where we planned. And the landing rate was a... Whoa! Okay, a 324. I thought it was quite a bit lighter than that. A 324. Well, it was a bit of luck. We didn't have landing rate predictions up. For those of you who thought that was a greaser. The G-force was 1.0. Flight time 40 minutes, block time 55. We'll see if we can get a better landing into Riyadh on the way back. But still, a nice flight. Nothing wrong with that landing rate. Firm but fair. Right, let me just go and check sensitivity curves. So I need to go into controls. I need to go into TCA side stick X and then go hardware settings. Aha. Yeah, that'll be it. So it seems to have applied this across all of my aircraft. I basically want this to be linear like that. I think I made a mistake when I was setting up the control bindings and did it not just for the CRJ. So that's that, yes. And then that is that, good. That's fine, that's okay, good. Right, save. Has that saved it? Okay, yeah, thanks for the follow. Sorry, I'm just going to double check that that's actually saved. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Cool. Sorry, I thought I'd only saved that for the CRJ and not for this aircraft as well. Evidently not the case. Right, I won't go to the intermission screen. We'll just go and get ourselves set up for the return. There we go. If you change it under the image of access rather than the overall, it'll only do it for that aircraft. Oh yeah, that's it. It's because I've never messed around with it, actually. So, again, we are going to do the return. As you can see, nice, simple, easy one again. About the same flight time, about 45 minutes. Back from Dammam to Riyadh. So let's go and get it set up. Bit of ATCs come online as well. Nice. Yeah, something's happened with Volanta with the way that it shows things. It's weird. So OEDF to OERK then, and the time is... Oh God, I need to... Oh, it's in... I need to start doing this. So it's currently 1836. So if we go 1850 UTC, and what's the altitude they went to? 24. Cool. Oh my God, that is a hell of a long star that we will not be doing the whole of. I can tell you that much. Find out having to keep assigning all the controllers, buttons, and switches a bit of a bind. You're terrible, Off-World. You're awful. I love it. Do you have a pilot license? I don't know. I am a full flight simmer and nothing else. Well done, Off-World. Very good, very good. Okay, so we're just going to get this into Volanta as well. There we go. That's easy peasy. And then is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. I could just tell with that sensitivity that it was different than normal. I could just tell. So, as much as I love this song, we will turn it down. We need to sort out GS memes. You know what? I might just reset GSX now so that we get the jetway sorted now. Let's see if we can get the jetway. Gonna work. It does this when you move too far away from the jet bay. Hello? Ah. That looks better. It looks like it's coming to greet me. All sorts of different doors are opening, but that's fine. Cam, hello, how are you? Gabe, hey, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. Thank you, thank you. Right, let's go and make sure the doors that shouldn't be open are not open so that people do not fall out of them. And there we go, we got the jetway attached again. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, thanks, how are you? Yeah, not bad, mate. Is this scenery out? Yes, yeah, it's available to buy. It's about £15 on Contrail. On YouTube, didn't know on TikTok. Oh, well, welcome to TikTok. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's start to load in the data for the return trip then. So we've got new QNH of 1012 to start off with. So we'll make sure that's set. And then we will go and load this in. So that's saying... Is it saying the same zero fuel weight? Really? Really? Oh, it is. That's so annoying. Oh, well. We'll go with it. I'll just do it instantly then. And then we'll get GSX in to do boarding. Right, so seatbelt signs can go on. No, we've not got the fuel in. Why has that done that? Why is that? There we go. It put in the current level of fuel, not what we wanted. So 12. Oh. Ah, there we go. That's better. 12.3. So seatbelt signs can go on. And then we're going to have a look at the flight plan for the way back. Again, a super short flight, this one. So we're Lufty Flight 623 out of Dammam back to Riyadh. Cost index is 20. We're going to have a little bit of a headwind on this one, but on such a short flight, really won't make much of a difference. Same 0 fuel weight is the way out here. I don't know why SimBrief's giving us the same, but hey-ho. Takeoff weight, 163. Landing weight, 158 tons. Cruising air at flight level 240 for a 50-minute flight time, although that's with a long arrival into Riyadh, which we definitely won't do. So about 45 minutes flight time, about 5 tons of fuel. We're going to take 12.3 tons. We're out on a Namusa departure today. We'll double check what runway is in use with the ATIS shortly. And then in via Asnam back into Riyadh. 291 passengers. It's the same, actually. It's the same packs and cargo and everything. Right, let me catch up. Videos the airport, the thing we see the part of the issue first and say everything you mentioned is true and we will try to present airport future. Absolutely, no, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Oh, Mad Infected, you do not need to apologise. You do not need to apologise. I appreciate you coming in and saying hello. It's always nice when a developer is who comes into the chat when you're reviewing something. And I don't know if this is your first scenery release. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've picked up any sceneries previously developed by Vertex Design. It's great that we finally got this airport in the sim. It's been one of those airports that has been missing, I guess is the right word, for a long time. So it's nice to see it. However, yeah, you know, I'm also going to be, you know, I'm also going to criticize things when I do pick things up, just with personal observations. Everything that I see is completely subjective, so there might be a lot of things that people disagree with, but they're just observations on the kind of things that I look out for when I go to payware sceneries. And it's always difficult to like compare a particular scenery to another scenery when we've not got two different developers who make the same scenery, if that makes sense. We've not got another OEDF, you know, payware to compare this to, really. But I try and do it on a price point scale. So, you know, what kind of quality sceneries can we maybe expect for around the same price? Hey, Trustbrot, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Have you? Yes, Mac, they were there, so that's why it felt sluggish. So I fixed it now. Ah, JBS, hello. Oh. 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 Multiple shows. I can imagine they're going to be difficult to get your hands on just to one ticket, are they not? Let alone multiple. That's exciting, though. That is exciting, though. Oh, so yeah, so this is Vertex's first MSFS scenery. Yeah, and so some of the things that we might be observing, as I say, might be discrepancies between the version in 2020 and 2024. But as I say, it's nice to finally see this airport actually in the sim, because it's been one of those that has been missing. But 12.3, we'll add this in. But it's good to hear that you're taking on board any reviews and things that you're seeing come through, and going to be putting some more updates out as well. 151 too. I think that's one thing that always kind of like gets me, like with sceneries, is when a scenery releases and like you just hardly ever see updates for it, or it's just kind of like it's like a pump and dump where it's like a scenery comes out and then the developer's instantly on to the next one. So it's nice that if this is Vertex's first iteration in sceneries in Microsoft Flight Simulator, that they're dedicated to improving it further than just releasing it and leaving it. So that does make a big difference, for sure. There is another Dammam scenery on Sim Market by 2.8, but that is really bad. This one is much better, Ibrahim says on the YouTube stream. Yeah, absolutely. I saw the screenshots for this and was like, yeah, it was a definite pickup. Like there was no. Actually, I should get my clearance from ATC first. There was no debate. I was going to be picking this scenery up. There's a lot of good route network connections for it. Okay, so the ATIS is information alpha. runway 16 right for departure and runway 16 right for arrival today. Okay. Ground, good evening. Lufthansa 623, Airbus A330 on stand 26 with information Alpha on board. Request clearance to Riyadh.
Lufthansa 623, Dammam ground, very good evening. Cleared and Riyadh has fine. Via Emusa 1 Charlie departure. Runway 165, entry climb 4000, flight 5034.
4,5064, I think that was. Lufthansa 623 cleared 16 right on the Emusa 1 Charlie departure. Initial climb 4,000 feet. And can you just confirm the squawk 5064?
Lufthansa 623, squawk 5034.
That's apologies. 5034 for the squawk, Lufthansa 623.
No problem, read back correct. Report and ready for push and start.
Okay, thank you. Right, nice and anti-fav. So 5034 for the squawk. Initial climb is 4,000 feet, and it's the Emusa 1 Charlie off 16 right. So we'll be departing on the same runway that we landed on. There you go, it's the first option. Nice. Atlanta tuning in on the YouTube. Hello, good to see you. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Lady Gaga at Madison Square Gardens is a vibe. I can imagine it is. Yeah, no doubt. I was planning on being in London in September anyway, and she's playing the O2 on the 29th, 30th, and the 2nd. Nice. Matt, do you know when we get to see double jetways working? I don't know, mate. Don't think it's planned at the moment. I've got no idea. Cam, hello there! Oh, no. I should not be laughing at that. I really should not be laughing at that. Right, we're landing 15 left. You are the worst. You are the absolute worst. That is terrible, but also very funny at the same time. Cam, thank you for the 100-bit troll. Don't worry, chat. He's just joking. He's just joking. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's the way that text-to-speech said that as well. It's just as if it didn't care. Right, we're in via Asnam, so it's an Asnam 1 Alpha arrival today. Absolutely terrible. I swear to God. Actually, that's why. Is it going to be the ILS Yankee? Yes, it is. It's the ILS Yankee. Because the ILS Yankee comes in via Romeo Kilo 721. So we need to actually erase that. Go ILS Yankee 15 left on the Asnam 1 Alpha. And then we approach via 721. Now, it is very likely that we will not be doing the entirety of this arrival. I certainly do not plan to do all of this. Because that, my friends, is a faff. I very much imagine we will go Romeo Kilo 797 and then in on the approach. So probably 797 direct to Lonard. Most likely is what we'll do. In fact, it's what we'll definitely do. If not, direct Itetu. Once again, thank you. We highly value all feedback and your opinions. Always important. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Man Infected, for coming in and saying hello. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I hope you didn't take any of my criticisms or anything like that to heart. It's certainly meant in a constructive manner. These are just my kind of personal observations of the things that I would like to see implemented or things improved upon and stuff like that. But, I mean, it's certainly a heck of a lot better than anything I could do for my first scenery in MSFS. So, credit where credit is due, absolutely. God, could you imagine me making scenery in Microsoft Flight Sim? I'd probably put the runways at like a 40-degree slope or something like that. I'd be terrible. I would actually love to see you try. I don't know how, like... I don't know, like, if I'd get into it or not. I'd be terrible. Right, let's sync this. So 1.6 right, that's all correct. I think we're going to get the same speeds, virtually. Kind of different. So flex of 58, 149, 160, and 161. It's interesting that there is such a split between the V1 and the VR, considering it's a dry runway. There must be a reason for that. What's the time there? Usually it's 2 hours behind South Africa. Oh, so I'm not flying in real time in the sim. So, yeah, I am, I'm flying at 6:51 UTC. Okay, so 149, 160, 161. Transition altitude is 13,000. We'll leave thrust reduction and acceleration. Flat 1, up 4.3 and a flex of 58. Lovely. Good. Right, let's do a quick departure briefing then. So, we are on stand 26. So we're going to push back, probably nose facing to the north onto Charlie. Out Charlie, then Romeo, and then Bravo, all the way down to the end for 1.6 right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then the departure is straight out to Delta Fox 520, where we've got a max 230 knot speed restriction for the Amusa departure. Actually, no, we do not, because we are on an Amusa... Wait, I thought it was a 1 Charlie departure that we were on. Is my brain gone? That's an Amusa 2 hotel. Ah! It's because we're not doing the RNAV, Sid. That's why. That's why we check these things, isn't it, Chewy? So we're not doing the RNAV, interestingly enough. So it's straight out on a radial of 162 until we're on a 7 DME arc from the Kilo Foxtrot Alpha VOR, where we then follow the 7 DME arc until we're outbound on a radial of 249 from that VOR, and then that's direct to Musa. And we should have that VOR already on the RadNav page, which we do. Good. Oh, in the UK, sorry, Cadsil, it's 8 PM here in the UK. Just coming up to 8 PM here in the UK for me. Do you have any tips to stay on the Pappies on final? What's your rate of descent? Remembering, if you're controlling the thrust, like if you're not using auto thrust, then speed will help manage your pitch. Right, there we go. So, AP, we're actually ready to get going, really. Request the RNAV easier? No, it's fine. I don't mind doing this instead. Quite happy with it. I used to create some scenery in X-Plane. I think I tried creating some stuff for MSFS, like helipad stuff for helimed things, and failed dramatically. But that was it. Alara's got to go as a rock star to school tomorrow. Oh, have you got stuff for her? I forgot about that she's got to do that. Have you got... well, I know you've got... I'm trying to... you've got stuff she can borrow. You should spike her hair up into a Mohican. I'm just picturing that. Right, nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, right, we're goodness gracious. GSX is keen. So APU bleed, beacon is on, seatbelt signs are on. Transponder can go to squawk mode Charlie. We've got the FCU set up. Everything's good there. Right. Okay. Lufthansa 623 request push and start.
Lufthansa 623, push and start approved. Face north on Charlie. Keep clear of taxiway Charlie 3, QNH 1012.
H1012, push and start to the north on Charlie. We'll do our best for Charlie 3, Lufthansa 63. I've got no idea what this pushback thing's going to be. Shouldn't you hard tune the VOR and radials for these type of SID? Well, I mean, they are hard tuned. I've typed it in KFA there, so it's not going to switch from them. We're going to be flying it as if it's an RNAV departure, even though it's not. We're still going to be using nav instead of using heading select and actually trying to manually fly it as if it was a non-RNAV SID. Right, okie dokie. We are good to go then. So, parking brake released. So we're clear to start engines. Let's start engine number 1. Off we go. So yeah, Kadzil, if you're talking about Zulu time and everything, when in the UK we're in the summer, we're on British summer time, which is 1 hour ahead of UTC. Yeah, which is 1 hour ahead of UTC. Oh, nice. We're going to be able to taxi out there.
Atari 1155, information Alpha, stand 25, Airbus A320, request ISA clearance to Hamad International.
So, yeah, we're going to be able to taxi via Charlie 3. Okay, parking brake is set. Starting engine number 1. Sorry, engine number 2 even.
Engine climb 4000, cross 3107.
Are you using the Rolls-Royce engines? Yes, we are.
Hamad International via runway 16 right. Latna 1 Golf departure, 4,000 feet, squawk 3107.
Unlocking gear.
1155, feedback correct. 3% ready for push and start.
I should really fly the 330 more. Yeah, so should I, to be honest. I don't fly it as much as I should do. It's very nice to fly. Being distracted by the shiny 350, I know. Would you guys like to see a long haul this weekend?
Left is clear, right is clear.
350 long haul. Especially now that it's got autosave, I'm more keen on doing one. Right, avail on engine number 2, APU bleed off, APU master switch off. We'll get all of these turned on. Arm the ground spoilers, engine mode switch back to norm, flaps 1. Trim today needs to be 4.3 up, which is also set for us. Auto brake max, GSX should be out the way. Lufthansa 623, request taxi.
Lufthansa 623, able to turn into Charlie 3.
We most certainly are, Lufthansa 623.
Lufthansa 623, taxi right Charlie 3, Bravo, holding point Bravo 5, runway 165.
Left, Charlie 3, Bravo, Bravo 5, holding point, runway 16 right, Lufthansa 623. Okay, off we go. Taxi light on, clear on the right and on the left. Let's go. No noticeable status with autosaves too. Nice. A 330 long haul? We could do a 330 long haul. I'm more wanting to do a 350 long haul because we've got autosave now, so if it goes wrong we can just load back in. I don't know what long haul though. I'm feeling I'd like to go to somewhere in the Caribbean. You know, like what is it, like World to Fly, you know, operated by Corendon, do like the A350 out of Madrid to, like, you know, those kind of places. Something like that would be nice. Or even like Air Mauritius. Now, I want to do an airline that we've not flown yet. Pretty much every time, well, I think it has been, every single time we've flown the A350, we've flown a different livery. So I would quite like to do a different livery. Hey, Jetfire, how are you? Yeah, the A350 now has autosave. Which is very exciting. Seconds chat. Send some pictures if you get a set. Of course. Give me a moment, darling. Give me a moment. Let me check. Yes! As long as she takes care of it. Can you do is she allowed a bit of makeup, Becca? Can you do a bit of like black, you know, black eyeliner or something like that? I don't know if she's allowed makeup. I mean, that would be hilarious. That looks amazing. Well done, babe. World to fly do Madrid to Punta Cana. Exactly something like that. Oh, French B from Paris or... Do they do out of Paris or Lee? Paris or Lee with French B. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Saw Becca's story. Was that a pizza or a lasagna? Neither. It was a chicken and bacon pasta bake.
Charlie 2, Bravo, holding point Bravo 5, runway 16 right.
Oh wait, he's giving us Bravo 5. I don't think I can do Bravo 5. I've not calculated figures for Bravo 5 anyway. And Lufthansa 623, if Bravo 5 is the only intersection available today, we will need to recalculate performance figures unless you're happy for us to taxi to the full length. I should have checked that myself.
623, no problem. We can take the full length via Bravo 6 around the 165.
Thanks very much. We'll continue on Bravo for Bravo 6, Lufthansa 623. Did you like the apron, Jetfire? I had no idea that Becca was uploading that to social media. I was saying it earlier on, but chat, this is the thing when you are surrounded by women. Well, hello, Unicorn 22.8 for Lufthansa 623. Thanks so much for coming online. When you are like me and your entire life is just surrounded by women, it means that you get zero choice in anything. So it was certainly not by choice that I was wearing a flowery apron yesterday during my cooking endeavors. But yeah, I mean, nobody was ill from my cooking. People went back for seconds. It pleased a very fussy eater in my 6-year-old stepdaughter. I didn't blow up the kitchen. So, all-round a success. I don't know what I'm going to cook next. What should I try next, chat? What's like a relatively like good beginner-friendly meal to cook? Not like beginner-friendly as in I burn a bacon sandwich friendly, which for some reason I could imagine Ian doing. But, you know, like beginner-friendly as in not, you know, not like a home recipe from scratch that is difficult to follow along with loads of timing. Like a souffle or something. I don't think I'm quite there. Mr. Speedbird, no worries. You're just in time for the second flight. Proper barbecue chef dad mode. All you needed were the white trainers, yeah. And the little chef's hat or something, right? Do an IRL cooking stream? Absolutely not. Jacket potato. I mean, jacket potatoes are boring. Right, so yeah, I actually want to learn and challenge myself a bit. Do you know what I mean? A roast. Yes, that is it, isn't it? Yeah, a roast. Right, okay. No, but the problem is, I will never be able to cook a roast, chat. Because I am very lucky that I have got two lovely ladies in my life who can cook some absolutely stonking roast dinners, and I will never be able to get to it. Mama Chewy is an absolute expert and has been for decades. And Becca cooks some incredible roast dinners as well. And in the new house, her roast dinners are only getting better as well. So I'm screwed for roast dinners. There's no way. I've already admitted defeat to that. Yeah. Right, okay. Lights are good to go. Everything is set. Let's rock and roll. A lasagna. Yeah, I guess that's relatively similar to the pasta bake that I did yesterday, though. But is the overlay correct? Yes. Yes. Right, here we go. A fry up. Oh, yeah. And it's got to be gluten-free as well, chat. Fried chicken. You know, see, the thing is that, again, Becca's so good at these things. Although she could just teach me. Right, 100 knots. Q1. Rotate. Oh yeah, that feels better on the pitch now. Oh, sorry, I forgot the joystick cam. Anyway, positive climb, gear up, nav. Right, well, farewell, Dammam. A nice new destination ticks off the list for us. I'm sure we will be back. Oh, this is another thing with the scenery that I've noticed. I don't know if Mad Infected is still here. It's got a boundary around it. It's one of the very few sceneries in MSFS that has some sort of like a box around the scenery where it then like merges back to, look, it's like a very, this is one of the great things about MSFS is that that doesn't happen a lot of the time. So this was the thing that used to always be the case back in old simulators where you could literally see the boundary between the third party payware scenery and the world textures. It's so rare that that happens in MSFS, but in this scenery, it's very obvious. So that needs to get fixed as well. Right, flap 0, we'll continue the climb. So that's another issue with it. It's the image color, it's the imagery color being different, yeah. It just makes it really obvious. Liner777, thanks so much for the follow on the TikTok. Thank you, mate. Right, a couple of lights off then, as we don't need those anymore. I'm going to take ourselves all the way up to cruise. It's only 24,000 feet today on this. Flaps are up and out of the way, so ground spoilers can be disarmed. Whoa. Look at it following the DME arc. Whoa. So it should be following a 7 DME arc here. I don't think it is. It should be a 7 DME arc from Kilo Foxtrot Alpha. At the moment, it's looking like it's 9 DME. I might just give myself a direct to a Mooser and be done with it. Its blending issue with the photo geometry, actually MSFS is way too saturated. I think it, but the problem is that because the rest of the country and every other scenery that exists doesn't, you know, is that saturated? When yours isn't as saturated, it makes your product stand out. Does that make sense? So you might potentially have it correct where your scenery is less saturated and that's how it actually is. But when the rest of the scenery is more saturated, it's your product and that square area around it that's the thing that stands out. I hope that makes sense. Right, okay, so lights off, seatbelts off. Again, it's a very short flight, only 45 minutes. And we're on our way again. Right, let's get a little bit of music on, shall we? It's not a very long flight, but yeah. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I'm pretty certain we're going to be the only person flying back to Riyadh. Yeah, there's one other departure out of Dammam, but that's it. So in terms of the direct that we want to do... Oh, we'll have a look at that in a moment because it's such a short flight. I need to get stuff in for the arrival. Could somebody link... Hirohito, would you be kind enough to link them? And then I'll have a look when I get a second, but we've got such a short flight. Right, the wind's 120 degrees at 6. It was good, Speedbird. I enjoyed it, mate. We didn't actually do a tremendous amount, but it was nice just to chill out. Temperature 28, QNH 1014. No worries, Infected. Yeah, I hope it makes sense with the way that I word that. Okay, so 120 degrees at 6 knots. Temperature is 28, and the QNH 1014. So the minima for the ILS Yankee is 2370. Yeah, we got to remember that there's higher elevation here. Right, off standard. That's set. So 2370 for the minima. Weather's in. LS. Auto rate low again, and the ILS identifier is India Echo Lima Foxtrot. India Echo Lima Foxtrot. Hello, who was that? That was Moz. Moz, thank you for the autopilot disconnect cheer. That might have gotten me if I didn't have the sim lower in volume. Thank you. I guess you're trying to get me when I'm busy and trying to look at 4 things at once, aren't you, you troll? Right, so ILS frequency is 1095 and course of 147. 147, 1095, perfect. And we can de-hard tune those VORs now. Cool, good. Right, so we got a few more patch notes for the latest Sim Update 2 beta release. Oh, hello. How many more? Ah, there we go. Just a few. So there's ATC improvements, nav data stuff. Ooh, that's cool. EFB flight planner, just a few notes on here. And then some new stuff for the SDK. Avionics stuff. God, there's a lot. Cool. There's lots. This was stuff that was missing from the already lengthy 1.4.9.0 patch notes, on top of the 1.4.7.0 patch notes as well. Nice. Great day today as well. Dissertation submitted. Oh, what a feeling. What a feeling. I remember it well. I handed in my dissertation, what, 9 years ago, and I still remember it to this day, mate. Congrats. Working title said it's all their work. It wasn't included in the first notes. Got it. Cool. Oh, well, it's nice to see it's in there now. Brilliant. Is Sim Update 2 available for download? It's beta testers, Mr. Speedbird, but beta testing is open for everybody to enter. So, if you want to give it a go, you can. Yeah, so everybody can enter the beta. Hey, Vaughn's over here on the YouTube. Hello, mate. How you doing? Good to see you, mate. You think you rushed with the FS24 version? I think it was a good idea to get 2 compatible sceneries for both sims out at the same time. And the scenery has functioned fine. But then, yeah, if you plan to have better quality of life updates to the 2024 version and things, I think that would be a huge plus. Absolutely. You know, like you having that scenery available for us in both 2020 and 2024 has meant that I can do my flight today because we don't have this A330 aircraft in MSFS 2020. So, you know, so things like that, you know, are hugely appreciated, even if there could be improvements made to the 24 version. But yeah. I've decided I need to invest in decaf tea bags. Why? Because are you worried about your caffeine intake and migraines? Darling, with the amount of caffeine that you get in tea and with the amount of tea that you drink in a day, I would be absolutely gobsmacked if it was caffeine that was giving you your migraines. Oh, you always fancy a cuppa at this time, though. Oh, okay, right. Well, that's fair. I was wondering if it was to do with the whole migraine thing. But yeah, okay, fair. I don't know how different non-caffeine tea bags are to caffeine tea bags. Coffee, it's like night and day. It really is. High quality coffee beans, it's literally like night and day. It's a relief, but still not relieved yet until I get your grade back. I'll probably get the beta. I'm still trying to test graphics. VRAM usage is... Yeah, I think people are reporting lower VRAM usage in the Sim Update 2 beta from what I've read so far. A Yorkshire Gold drinker now. Hey, nice. It's lifetime updates for the airports to ensure you have the best. Oh, brilliant. Thank you for streaming and having a good day. No, thanks, Infected. That's really kind of you to come in. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and say hello and congrats on the scenery release, mate. I hope it's inspired and motivated you to make more. Absolutely. How did PG get so bad? Mate, if you think PG Tips is bad, have Tetley. Tetley tea is just... It shouldn't exist. Percy pigs are now on sale in the USA. Oh my god, I might have to send some to my colleagues. Right, lovely. So again, super short flight this one, chat. Top of descent is in 8 minutes. So yes. So we've got LS, we've got order rate low, we've got the arrival information in, so that's all good. So in terms of a very quick briefing of what we're doing then, let's just go and get rid of these because we don't need those anymore. So we're doing the ASNM 1 Alpha arrival. So initial restriction is ASNM between flight level 220 and 160. Romeo Kilo 719 below 12,000. And then eventually it would take us to Romeo Kilo 797 where we would then join the Star. That's 6,000 feet or above max 250 knots. From there, we are we are going to give ourselves a direct onto final. So we will most likely go direct either Lonard, but most likely Itetu at 4,000 feet. Or we might just self-vector in between the two. Just to make sure that we capture the glide at Itetu at 4,000. Itetu only rolls us out on a 5-mile final. So it might be better if we go Lonard. And then go from there. It's a 3-degree glide slope. Or glide path angle. Go around altitude today is 5,000. And we've got to remember that the elevation's a little bit higher. The elevation's here is about 2,001. Yeah, aerodrome elevation 2,053. We're landing on 15 left. So with how light we are and everything, I imagine we'll be able to get off at Golf 4. Most likely. If not Golf 3. And then we'll just taxi back to the same apron that we were at earlier on. So nice and simple, really. Nothing too much to brief. Text you the link? Yeah, go for it. Lovely. So a nice, easy briefing. Chat, what should we stream tomorrow? Should we stream something that we haven't streamed for a while? I'm thinking like TFDI MD11 tomorrow. I haven't streamed that for ages. I need to make sure I keep proficient in it. Hey, Doll, good evening. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm thinking like MD11 tomorrow. I'm kind of in the mood for it. I don't know where. I still slam that plane every time I fly it. Yeah, same. It did have a little update some time ago. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I'll double check for that. I join for the MD-11 so long as it's not at Latin VFR, Miami or Madrid. Okay, right, deal. All right, MD-11 tomorrow then. I will find a nice MD-11 flight to do. What about the MSFS Max? If I was going to fly the Max, I'd most likely fly the iFly Max in MSFS 2020. Cool, right. So expect MD-11ings tomorrow then. I don't know where. I'd quite like to find like a retro one, like a... I don't know. I'd like to look at potential options now for liveries. Are your graphics that good? I play in 4K, if that helps. But yeah. I hate the search feature on flightsim.to. It absolutely sucks. Sorry, that was mean, but it does. Oh my god. Retro American Airlines silver paint livery. Martin Air, Retro Delta. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. World Airways Cargo. They're currently operating them, aren't they? I don't think we've done a flight with them yet. Oh, the Varig livery. Oh. Wait. Could we do Varig with the World Update in 2020? Yeah, into GI or... Oh. Oh, now I'm... Oh. Even if it's like a flight that we've made up. Could we do like a Brasilia down to Sao Paulo or something like that? With the World Update. Right, well, we've got potential options then. I don't know what the flight time would be on that, whether it would be long enough if we just do the one flight, but yeah. I have a feeling something like Quito would be way too long. I had someone the other week. How was your 2024 luck so good? I asked him if he had changed to the new sim. Turns out he was playing FSX. Nice. American replaced their MD-11s with the 777, so basically any domestic 777 flights. Oh, really, Mr. Speedbird? Oh, interesting. I'm feeling that Varig into Brazil. I mean, that is a vibe. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the word vibe. This into like Sao Paulo. Oh. Yes. Yes. A million times yes. That's what I really want to do tomorrow. I know, right, Cucumber Bush? Yeah, Eddie Glass good, but it does have its limitations. I don't know if I can find FS Dispatch and see if there's anything. I know we've got a top of descent shortly. Oh, I'm actually really excited if we do that. Is it VRG? Don't let me miss top of descent, chat. Have you ever tried the FS Labs? Nope. Oh my god. Oh, it's not... Wait. Brasilia to Sao Paulo. It says the block time's only an hour and 13 minutes. There is Buenos Aires. We might have to make one up if we want a flight that's about an hour and 45, 2 hours. Actually, no. No, this should work. Buenos Aires to Sao Paulo. That could work. That could be quite a nice one. How long is that flight though, Mac? Text sent. Roger, thank you, Matt. I'll have a look after the stream. Spiky, good luck! Good luck. One hour 13. Okay. I think that would be very nice to do tomorrow. Can someone give me a quick figure on the total file size difference between FS20 and 2024? Oh, well, the default sims are like night and day. I think the default sim is like 12 gigabytes for 2024. And 2020, it's... Wow, God knows. But it is now, actually. Oh, Mex! Hey, 63 months! Hello! 63! First sub in over an hour! Thank you, Mex! That is very kind of you. It's a thank sub for 63 months. 5 years and a quarter. Mex, do you know how much I love you? I hope you do. Thank you, mate. Right, we need to descend. Let's go. Go down to flight level 150. That's transition level. 2024 was 8 gigabytes for me when I installed it through Game Pass last night. That's crazy, isn't it? If you think about it. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, we've not got rolling cache and everything included in there, but yeah. I think Seb said during one of the devs live streams that if you had to install MSFS 2024 like you installed MSFS 2020 with all the data and everything in there, it would be about 1.4 terabytes. Wow, Target has got Percy Pigs. That's hilarious. But instead, the download's about 8 gigabytes. Believe in streaming games. It works. MD-11 was raining alongside Boeing 767s on varying intercontinental routes, yeah. Even though the Buenos Aires scenery absolutely sucks, I think a route like this would be nice. Yeah, so Fortaleza's too far away. Well, we could do... where's that? Oh yeah, SBGL. Manaus. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to go into Sao Paulo. Although the SBGL scenery isn't great in 2020. It's all right in 2024. Is it me or are there still struggles with the LOD? What particular in mind? What kind of things are you struggling with? Wow, here you go. Look at this. Heathrow to Copenhagen in a Varig MD-11. Operated in the summer of 2003. Perfect. Perfect. This could be a nice one. Fortaleza to Brasilia. I don't know what we would see world update wise, but that's still a nice route that we've not done before. I think I've got scenery there. I've got SBG. I've got SBBR. I don't know if I've got SBFZ. Keep moving. On the Xbox A350, will we be able to get wing views? Yes. But it won't have a full cabin. You will still be able to make wing views though, mate. Long loading time to spawn in buildings, terrain, internet is good, and it's only with the Inibos 33321. Really? I don't have any of those, nor have I seen many comments on that. Is that Flight Sim Dispatch thing pay when? No, mate, free. Just Google it. Yeah, it's free. So again, we are not doing all of this arrival. Clear your community folder, then load in. Fixed it in for me. It's crazy how the vast majority of the times people will find something and then like attribute it to a particular aircraft that they might be having an issue with or something, and it's actually something third party that's doing it. I told you all about the infamous one that we found in 2024 when loads of people were reporting that they were getting server issues in the sim. So not that long after the launch of the sim, there were obviously some server issues during the launch, which we all know, but post-launch, there were quite a lot of people reporting low bandwidth server issues in MSFS 2024. And obviously we were getting shouted at quite a bit for it. Because these people had like, I've got 1000 megabit down and upload and I'm getting low bandwidth issues. It turns out that about 99% of them were all people who used the Google Map mod in MSFS 2020, which wasn't telling them, but it was rewriting their Windows host file, which is an absolutely massive no-no. And it was rewriting the host file, trying to find Google images to place into the sim. And obviously, because the add-on and stuff wasn't working in 2024, it was, you know, like MSFS 2024 was trying to load in the Bing imagery, the default Bing imagery. But the Windows host file, thanks to this stupid Google Map mod, was playing absolute havoc with it. And it was because it was rewriting the Windows host file. So as soon as these people got rid of the Google Map enhancement mod, cleared their Windows host file, and didn't install weird, you know, things like that, suddenly the low bandwidth issues disappeared. Right, down we go. So I put the seatbelt signs on, and we're on the QNH 1014. I'll turn the music off for now as well. We'll just double check the weather, see if anything's changed. Nope, still the same. So down we go. Another short flight. Hey, Pricey, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Welcome in. You join us just descending down into Riyadh. Da, 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 da. Do we go Romeo Kilo 797 to Itetu? I think we do. I think we do, you know. Well, people would then complain even more so that their sim wouldn't launch, Miguel. So it would still have the same net result. When is Sim Update 2 scheduled? There's no public information yet about exactly when Sim Update 2 is releasing publicly. It's already in beta though. So if you want to go and try out some of the stuff with Sim Update 2 beta, Sim Update 2, it's already in beta. Just starting to get into flight sim. I was wondering if there were any YouTubers that could help me learn the basics. Oh my goodness, sorry, I'm just watching our descent rate absolutely plummet there. Goodness gracious. I'm sure there are many. It depends what you're kind of looking for in terms of the basics. And what aircraft you're going to try to fly, I think. There's nothing that particularly comes to mind straight off the top of my head of best YouTubers for absolute beginners. I'm sure there are, though. Right, even though we're in open descent, thrust idle open descent, yeah, it should be slowing down for 250 before 10,000 feet, not after it. That's interesting. Christian, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that. The thing is as well is that there might be some really great YouTube tutorials out there that get you started, but they can also teach you a few really bad habits as well. I was definitely somebody who did that. Like, I learned a lot of my YouTube flying on how to fly airliners back in the day from YouTube videos. And although, you know, like, they can teach you to get from A to B, they also teach you a load of really bad techniques. The best people really to learn from are the real world pilots. But as actually I discussed a little bit earlier on my live stream, Pricey, the problem with that as well is with real world pilots, they can use a lot of jargon, so a lot of like specific terms. But yeah. I'm sure there are many out there who will be who would be great teachers though. Right, so we are going to give ourselves a stonking direct in a moment, chat. It's imperative for an acronym to have an acronym to have an acronym. Well, it's like most industries in life. We sometimes forget what the actual meaning of the acronym is. It was like in the medical industry. If you asked me for a particular, you know, like tool or something to you know, by its acronym, I would know exactly what it is straight away. But if you told me the full name of it, I'd be like, sorry, what's that? Yeah, I think, Pricey, it depends what you're kind of like looking to do, mate. Whether you're looking to do like little Cessna, like, you know, general aviation aircraft. If you just kind of want to jump straight into the big jets, which is a big learning curve, if you're brand new to it. Or if you're just looking for more general tutorials on how to set up, you know, your flight controls and those kind of things. There's loads out there, mate. Loads. Right, we are going to pull heading, chat. And then I'm going to go direct to Tetu now. I think. So that is going to put us low on the profile, but we will start to activate the approach phase. It should only be descending. Actually, no. I was going to say, because we're in open descent, it's just going to yeet us down there. I was going to say it should be descending us down at 1,000 feet per minute at the moment because we're so far below the profile, but then I remembered that we're in open descent. Definitely want to learn to fly the big airliners, but having only a keyboard, a mouse, and a controller to use as flight sim isn't always ideal. Get a joystick, mate. I honestly, and I mean this in the greatest of respects, I wouldn't even bother until you've got a joystick. Because you will be so marred by... I mean, having an Xbox controller, I guess, will get you by if you're just learning to get the basics of how to start up a plane and things. But in terms of just your basic enjoyment of the sim and everything, and actually learning how an aircraft controls and stuff, even the cheapest joystick in the world would be better than, like, an Xbox controller or something. It really will. And I mean, like, you know, there is nothing stopping you from going straight in and learning the big airliners. It's what I did. The first aircraft I ever learned how to fly in the sim was one very similar to this aircraft right now, actually. But the thing to be aware of is that with an aircraft of this style, you know, the more complex the aircraft, the more complex it will be for you to learn, and the much steeper that learning curve, especially if you've never played a flight simulator before. However, there is absolutely nothing stopping. You will get all sorts of people who will be like, oh, you need to learn how to fly your propeller plane and the pitch power coupling of a Cessna 152 before you can get in an airline. Rubbish. Fly what you want to fly. Enjoy yourself. But just be aware that the more complex aircraft that you're starting out with, the higher the learning curve that you're going to have. So there might be some truth to the people saying that you should start with the less complex aircraft, because then you can kind of slowly build yourself into it. However, if you just know that you're not going to get any enjoyment out of flying those little tiddler general aviation propeller aircraft, and you just want to get in the big boys with the massive engines, then hell yeah, go for it. That's what I did. But yeah, there is a much steeper learning curve involved with that. So, you know, you might see yourself getting more frustrated because you're not learning things quickly. But that's another tip that I would give with flight simming if you're new to it, is to enjoy the learning curve. And to enjoy that learning process, because there is nothing more satisfying in flight sim than the first time you nail a flight for the first time in a new aircraft. Right, speed out start. Skyfarer, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it always just feels amazing when you nail that first flight in an aircraft that you've been learning for a while. Flaps 2. I used to rewatch old Black Box 711 FS Labs Airbus streams. Yeah, that's it. I learnt the A320 from the FS Labs from no, the Aerosoft by watching sorry, let me get this. For bros, hey, it's a nice sub, 69 months. Hey, thank you, mate. Nice. Oi, nice. Thank you for the nice sub for 69 months. You're a beautiful human. Love you, mate. Thank you so much. That is a heck of a long time. That really is. Hope you're well, matey. From Frugal Sim. Yeah, so I learnt the A320. I learnt how to program an A320 CDU and what a SID and a star is from Frugal Sim doing an Aerosoft A320 tutorial series. We've still got 8 miles, but we're turning shortly at Itetu. And I just want to make sure that because it's almost a 90-degree turn that we're nice and slow so that we're not going to overshoot it. It's probably a bit bold me going direct to Itetu here because it's the last, well, yeah, 4,000 feet is final there for the glide path, but hey, we'll see how we go. I want to buy the A350, but your INI manager keeps spinning when I want to buy. Know how to fix. I would contact their customer support, mate. Not a clue. Sorry, buddy. Right, get down. Flaps 3. I would contact their customer support. Sorry, mate. I think I'll definitely look into buying a joystick. Even the cheapest joystick in the world will be better than a controller, mate. I promise you. Yeah, I promise you. Block star, glide slope star. Lovely. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Right, what's the go around? Go around altitude is 5,000. So there we are. We've rolled out on a 6-mile final. With visual, we're established on the ILS. Speed 160 knots. Gear down, flaps 3. Riyadh traffic, Lufthansa 623. ILS established, runway 15 left, 5.5 miles. Riyadh. And it's not overshot. Fully visual. We're going fully manual shortly, chat. On this fully visual approach. Let's make sure that we are fully in approach mode. Right, manage speed, flaps full. Oh, I've got to unpause them for you. I've literally unpaused it just for you. It's a 69 but reversed. Davey Baby coming in with a reverse 69. Woo!
1,000.
You better bloody not. There is absolutely no way that I am allowing you to cancel your sub then. That is unfair. I will cry. Right, okay. We're all good. Here we go. Thanks, baby cakes. Love you. Right, let's see if we can get a better landing rate now that we've fixed my sensitivity curves. Oh, I forgot to do a prediction again. It's because the flights are so short.
500.
I just keep forgetting predictions.
100 above. 400. Minimum 800.
Minimum. That's it, isn't it? That's how they say it. Minimum. Hello, glide slope.
100.
I mean, I'm fine on the profile, and the glide slope says we're a dot below.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Spoilers! Reverse green. Decel. 70 knots, manual brakes. Forward idle. Lovely. There we go. Another short flight, 41 minutes. Super long flights on today's stream. I don't know how you folks have kept up with those long hauls. 3-hour traffic, Lufthansa 623 vacating runway 15 left at Golf 4. Oh, Speedboat's watching from the ground, nice. Well, there we are. So, Golf 4. Which is where we said we'd vacate. So, we'll go straight across for Echo and then in, shall we? Beautiful. Well, that was a nice little rotation, wasn't it? What a great little find those two flights were. Who would have thought it? A Lufthansa A330 from Riyadh to Dammam and back. And they do it in an A340. So if the A330 doesn't operate the flight to Riyadh, then they do it in the A340 instead. Beautiful. BA have got Hong Kong, Haneda and Cape Town on the A350 now. I was supposed to be going to Haneda next month. So freaking sad that I'm not. So sad. So gate 26, that's where we started. So we'll go back. They do this IRL. Yeah, mate. Otherwise, I certainly would not be doing this randomly. I would not just be randomly putting a Lufthansa A330 on this rotation if it didn't exist in real life. Yeah, it's real. There it is. So they do Frankfurt to Riyadh. Then this rotation that we've done today between Riyadh and Dammam and back. And then they go from Riyadh to Frankfurt. Oh shit! Did I just do what I think I've done? I'm actually unsure. Yes, I have done what I think I'd... I swear 2.6 was on the other terminal. It's fine. Nothing to see here. I swear we were on apron 1 earlier. I've got a valid excuse because the scenery and the actual airport, the stands are completely different from one another. I think on the airport map, this was like stand 108. What happened? Why are you no longer going to Haneda? So I was going to be going to Star Wars Celebration, which is in Tokyo next month. Yes, I know, it's the nerdiest thing in the world. Judge me, I love Star Wars. Unfortunately, just the prices of it were just absolutely absurd. I looked on Google Flights the other day. If I wanted to fly me and Becca out economy direct to Tokyo Haneda, it was like $6,500 now. I think the cheapest option was about a 30-hour layover in Shanghai. But even when we booked, or like we're looking to book for Star Wars Celebration when the tickets first came out, it was still just so expensive. $30 hours to explore Shanghai. I don't see any issues. Yeah, but I wanted to go to Tokyo for Star Wars Celebration. Right. Okay. So, yeah, I don't... we're on the line there, even though it says we're nowhere near it. So, APU is actually not available yet. Hey, Speedbird! Yeah, we've just parked up. Alright, there's the bleed. Engine shut down. Well, that was fun. I quite enjoyed that rotation, you know. An aircraft that we've not flown for a little bit. In a livery that we've not flown for a little bit. And to a brand new destination. Hello? Love the A330. Yeah, I do need to fly this thing more. I really do. Hello. What the hell's going on there? There we go. And there it is. Welcome down. Lovely. Well, that was very good fun. Next to a couple of Fly a Deal. What an awful name for a company that is. And the livery's pretty awful as well. Although I like the reg. Faff. Faff, what a name. Right, should we continue for the 5 hours back to Frankfurt? Kidding, I'm going to bed. Sorry to say, I'm going to bed. Right, there is the flight. Landing rate. It was still actually relatively heavy. I thought it was lighter than that. 285 though, so better than the first one. G-force of 1.04. Flight time 40 minutes. Block 55. And it looked like... Oh, Volanta's really gone weird with this recently. So annoying. You were 5 off. Captured the ILS really nicely there with the direct and everything that we gave. Oops, I did not mean to click that. But there we are. Flight complete. Beautiful. So then, on that note, I am going to finish up there, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Very kind of you for taking time out your day to tune into the stream today, folks. I hope you know how much I appreciate it. I'm certainly still trying to put all the effort in to keep the streams going. So you folks turning up and supporting it, well, it's the only reason why I do it. So yeah, just remove the 3D mode. Okay, all right, I'll have a look at that. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, no worries, Joel. So no, I appreciate you all very much. Thank you all for being here. So we'll be back tomorrow, and we are most likely going to be in the MD11. So we'll be in MSFS 2020 tomorrow, I would have thought. And we're probably going to do some Brazilian MD11 ops, unless I find something else that really takes my fancy. But yeah, expect the MD11 tomorrow, so that'll be good fun. All right, so that's it from me for today. As always, hugely appreciate you all. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow for some more flying fun. Yeah, no worries, Speedbird. No worries. Hope you have good celebrations. All right, thank you, folks. I will see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Happy landings.